Hogan, man. Two different cats.
Shit, he an old motherfucker now. Don't say think about it.
Still
It matter if he old. For me, it don't matter if he old or not, man. That when he said that about his daughter, if they was gonna mess with an N word, at least be a rich N word and all of that.
Yeah. He thought he was off camera, man. He thought he was off record, man. He was speaking his mind, his truth right there, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought that shit was funny how he got booed and shit. That shit was funny.
Yeah, Hulkamaniacs, man. It's all clan members now, man.
Then he had hired that black girl to do to work on in this company. Then when he met her and found out she was black, he fired her. You know what I mean? So for his beer company.
Yeah. He tried to talk about his little beer, his lager company and everything. That motherfucker might not do well.
Well, the issue is that he had hired people. You know, when you go, I guess maybe like if you go in a liquor store and people in there with taste testing and different stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what her actual job was, but when he found out that she was black, he took pictures with her.
Dang.
He was fired the next day.
Dang.
And replaced with a Caucasian girl.
Cold shot. Yeah, makes sense though. I mean, you know, like, he got to keep the solid majority happy, man.
I don't know, man. I always liked Hulk Hogan though. Like, I wasn't a big wrestling fan myself, but
Man,
Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage, The Undertaker. Like some of these were just household names, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan, man. At one time,
I don't know if y'all. I haven't really. I'm sorry if I'm cutting y'all off, but I haven't really looked too much in it. But did y'all hear about the 13-year-old that I don't got unalived? I don't really know what happened though. But I just heard about that today because T Hood was going live about it or something.
I heard about that. That's sad right there. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what happened to that.
But I was gonna say that and definitely LA and what else?
LA, that's more intentional type stuff. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
I was hearing that though. Somebody was talking about they think that somebody said that.
Yeah, a lot of people been saying that because, like, how do a whole fucking city catch on fire? Like, that's weird. Like,
and they said they didn't have no water in the fire hydrants. Come on now, I mean,
come on now, that's real weird. Like,
California catch on fire every year, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Exactly, and ain't no water.
Yeah.
Well, there's a water shortage in California. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, let them
tell you. He was on. What's up, City Walker?
It's ocean water though. I was watching something like they could be using ocean water.
Yeah, they right by the Pacific. I mean, LA right there.
Ocean water. How they gonna get it? How they gonna pump it into?
The same way they put it in the helicopters.
They got ways they can put it in the helicopters and drop that shit.
You got billions of dollars, man. You can make it work.
Yeah, when they had no wildfires, they fly the helicopters in to get that water and dump it over the fires.
That's crazy work. So is that one of the hot topics for the night or what? What we doing?
Shit, all of them. We been talking. We in the zone.
Shit. I ain't know y'all already hit the live button. My bad.
Yeah, you didn't see that live up there at the top of the screen? We've been 5 minutes in.
I'm focusing on the road, y'all. Y'all know I'm not.
Okay. Yeah. We here.
So,
but yeah, I think one of the big issues is the insurance companies dropped everybody. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people in California. Insurance companies pulled out before the fire shit even happened.
That's what I'm saying. They know
maybe
what
it's what they do.
Hold on, before the fire happened?
Well, it's a fire season. You guys gotta understand that. In California,
they don't give them no reason to stop the damn insurance because it's fire season.
Yeah,
they always
tell you it's the same way they do on hurricane season.
They
it's
had
the same way, same pattern.
Yeah, them bastards, they cut me when a damn before a storm came here and a damn hurricane, I mean not hurricane, a tornado came through, a tree fell on my damn house, they cut me off. I'm like, how the fuck you go cut me off like right before this damn storm?
You know the United States Air Force controls the weather lightweight. They could predict a lot of things, whether it's another form.
Yeah, they controlling it.
Yeah, they control the weather patterns, so they know when, and they don't. Yeah, they probably just go call the United States Air Force. They got somebody, one of their friends or contacts in there. They say, okay, this event's about to happen. Y'all should do this. You should do that. You know, like everything's planned nowadays. Everything is very planned.
It's been playing. Everybody just got phones.
Everything is not coincidence.
Nowadays, it's been like that since way before we were born.
Yeah,
we just realized
this
that now
world's
that
been
we grown.
planned the last 50 years.
Everybody got phones now, so it's harder to. Everybody can communicate a lot
It
quicker.
ain't been the last 50 years. It's been the whole existence.
Exactly.
I mean, even back in the 80s, all it took was somebody picking up the phone. And, you know, back then they could use that phone to look in at each other.
Now not only phone, but they got video. Everybody got video now. It ain't even just a phone no more. It's And in the 80s, you had long distance. You had to pay for long distance.
You still got to pay for long distance and plans.
Nah,
a lot of times.
I don't pay for long distance.
Nah, really. If you got a mobile phone,
I ain't heard of no long distance plan, man. Since
man,
I heard of like the early 2000s and 90s.
You get on WhatsApp. I talk to people in Africa. You know what I mean? Like for nothing.
Yeah. Even on your regular cell phone, you ain't paying a long distance. Like you want to call New York. Back in the day, you want to call New York, you had to have a long distance plan. Nowadays, you call New York,
right?
North Carolina, Chicago.
That phone bill be $1,000 roaming charges and calling.
Hey, speaking of that, y'all, I got a crazy story. You know them sex lines? I used to call those, bro. And I ran it up to like $2 or $3 grand. I swear I didn't do it. And my dad had to make up a story. Somebody broke in and was on this phone. And they forgave like all the way up to $2 grand.
Wow.
He beat the heck
so how
out
you
of
gonna
me.
say you didn't do it, but you did it?
But he did it.
Hey,
first he said he did it, then he said I didn't do it.
The whole thing was I learned, hey, them international calls was no joke. They was calling to the Philippines. It was crazy, man.
You got your ass whooped too, didn't you?
Yes. I didn't call no Philippines after that.
Locals only.
I learned from that, man. But yeah,
That's
like $2 or $3 grand.
I ain't never called no shit on the phone. Like one time we was over my buddy, we got stranded over my buddy's cousin, his older cousin crib. His mama, her boyfriend, and his older cousin left, and they got stranded like up north or something, right? So
like no transportation or what?
Like they got a flat tire.
Wherever
they was at. So shit, we was at his older cousin crib by ourselves. Like we was like 14, and we called over some chicks. Fuck it, nigga, they ain't coming home tonight, and they probably really wasn't stranded. They probably was on some adult shit. They just told us they got stranded. Yeah. We was ordering. I was not the first person to do it. But y'all remember the box? They used to come on like
the porn videos, those box porn. I have another story for that too.
Channel 47.
Yeah, Channel 47.
Channel 47, the box, the music channel.
Yeah.
Where you can order videos.
Channel. Oh, okay.
Man, we was over there ordering motherfucking videos all night long.
Oh, man.
Amongst other things. My son probably got his ass whooped and he wasn't even there.
Were y'all making videos of songs back then? Did y'all make like a recording with the videos or not? Y'all was just watching videos.
Back then, it wasn't easily to
just no cell phones back then, man.
No, I'm talking about tape recorder. You didn't have no tape recorder. Y'all wasn't rapping with the videos or anything.
Nah, man.
Okay, I got another story.
It wasn't easy to come by back then.
It was us with some girls, nigga. What we doing rapping?
Trying to impress him, trying to be the next what? Was it Tupac back then? Biggie? Whatever it was.
Rapping ordering the troop and Jodeci or something.
Right. Yeah, he probably trying to make it real.
There was we didn't have to impress nobody. It was chill and listen to the music and get ready to clap some cheeks in a minute. Like that was rapping for him.
Man, I promise, man.
Somebody else's expense. That's what's up.
Them poor channels, bro, they was charging $14.99. I think I ordered like 5 of those. My aunt was pissed.
Yeah.
She called me and told me that I owed her some money and I could never come to her house again to spend the night.
Cold-blooded.
Huh?
I said cold-blooded. He didn't come back, huh? He said that was it.
Yeah, it was a wrap, but I paid her like half of my check.
But didn't you read that you had to pay the shit before you clicked on it?
No, it was she already prepaid plan. They hit you on that bill, that Comcast bill.
Hell no.
They didn't have Comcast.
They had Comcast back then though.
When they first started doing that stuff where you had to pay. When they first started doing the shit that you had to pay, there was a button that you had to click to order it.
Yeah, I clicked that button. And
I said you knew that you had to pay for it.
Right. Yeah. And then my dad brought it up. He was like, boy, did you learn from the $2,000?
Good shit. I'm thinking back then. I don't even think they had Bright House back then.
Whatever it was, Bright House, Comcast, whatever it was.
It was like AT&T. It was AT&T and something else.
Well, no, AT&T.
I think it was in the era of Bright House networks. I think it was that era.
It was a satellite. It was a satellite TV. Satellite was one of the major ones that you could.
Yeah, everybody had damn satellite on their house. You had to go there and
popcorn and shit like that.
Right, man. That was crazy, man.
Where I lived at, and wherever it was people who could trace it back to me, I ain't never clicked on nothing.
Dang. You was on somebody else's house hitting buttons.
I wish them AIs was real back then.
Do you remember paying the motherfucker to go to the pole so he could hook your shit up?
Yeah.
Oh no, I heard about that. I never had it done. We always had the real thing. We never. I was too scared.
I used to have it hooked up.
Man, it was serious. It was serious trying to find a bootlegger boy to cable on.
And they would literally like come knock on your door and offer you a package after they figured that out, because they would read the meters. They had somebody come out. I remember riding, because I had an internship with the cable guy or whatever, and they would show me like where people would have illegal cable. So they knew about that back in the day.
I grew up in the house and our illegal cable never got found out.
I'm trying to figure out. So you was old enough to actually go around
only around the time when I got my own apartment, and as technology advanced, then they start being able to figure it out. But not growing up in like the 90s and stuff.
No. See, mine was
the only way they found out back in the 90s if they go up on that damn pole and see the shit hooked up.
Right.
That's old school.
That's what I'm saying. I
don't even know how it was hooked up. I just know we had that free cable growing up. I don't know.
I'm telling you, they knew how to climb that pole and hook that shit up.
Yeah, and they could have died though. Their electricity will fuck up.
And they could have
I'm about to clap some
Nah, but you gotta think though, most of them people were cable people though. So
they already knew how to do it though. It wasn't just random people.
So it wasn't no random Joe in the hood. It was somebody who worked for the cable company who was giving
they was going around hooking people up. Yeah.
So they was making a side hustle money. Shoot.
Yeah,
that was smart. That was a good hustle.
You pay them that $30 and you hooked up. HBO.
Yeah.
Skinamax.
Cinemax, HBO.
Speaking of Skinamax, what y'all think about Drake helping LeBron?
The late night Showtime shows.
What was that called? The late night
dark. After dark. Yeah, it was after dark. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh,
You used to stay and watch them motherfuckers when your moms and pops asleep. You was like, fuck it, I'm
man,
gonna go
straight on it. Soft porn.
What was that HBO one though? HBO
After dark.
Late night.
Real sex.
Real sex.
It was real.
My grandfather was watching that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Grandtata, why are you watching this? He's like, get out of here, people. My son, get out of here. I was like,
Wrong.
I was mad with, like, how the heck my older cousin, she was only like 2 or 3 years older, got to sit up there and watch it. I was like, this is goddamn bullshit. I gotta be in the bed, go to sleep with her
Well,
ass.
if your ass running there talking about why you watching it, your ass don't need to be watching it.
I was thinking that in my mind. I didn't ask my grandfather why is he watching. I just couldn't believe it. There was bitches on the street that was like, yeah, we was sucking dick from the back. I was like, wow.
Dang, there it is. Live on TV.
Wow.
Hey, I'm about to go check out these pipes. They're gonna be on here for a while because I know these pipes. I'm trying to have a disaster. So check on my pipes. But I'm probably gonna be back.
How can the world
handle your business? Handle your business.
All right, bet.
Go lay that pipe, my boy.
Yeah, there you go. let me be quiet. All right.
All right. See, I thought it was some real pipes at first, like, dang, bro. And then I was like, oh, he talking about the other thing.
No, that's what he really talking about. The pipes.
So with LeBron James.
Yeah, like, how can one grown man help another grown man cheat?
With y'all king, LeBron. Y'all king LeBron.
Nah,
I never looked at it. To me, I'm thinking every basketball player aren't they considered like a high value man in the aspect? High value men have all kind of women. Like seriously, they have access to all kind of women from the time they walk on the court to the time they go to bed. All kind of women. So I'm not surprised. This don't surprise me at all. If Magic Johnson was doing it, everybody's doing it.
I'm not surprised about hearing him being at the Diddy parties.
Right. I mean, it's just they run in certain circles.
You know what I'm saying? He was one of the celebrities that was there clapping cheeks. It's like a lot of celebrities was.
Right. They all run together. They all party. I think it's crazy that somebody's snitching.
I don't know if he clapped any cheeks from anybody, allegedly.
That's what I
said.
Let's
just keep it real. Trey, it said like me and you. You're a big celebrity.
Allegedly, he was supposed to.
That's what I said. Allegedly.
You really
I believe it.
You can't really talk about somebody else's dick though. That's why I said allegedly.
That's snitching, and I would not be cool with him from that point on. I would publicly denounce.
Here's the reason why it all came out. So DJ Academics said that Drake and LeBron James was doing 2-man missions. And Drake was hooking up the chicks, right?
Right.
And then when Kendrick Lamar dropped that song, bop, 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 that was calling Drake a pedophile, and LeBron James had made a video where he was dancing to that song. So that song in itself, like, I feel like, and this is probably a whole separate topic, but like, I would have sued the dog shit out of Kendrick Lamar, my own self, and Universal, just because y'all allow this man to call me a pedophile in a song.
Yeah, a defamation of character. But I think in a rap battle, it's kind of like sanctions.
It ain't never went to that regard though.
No, but I'm trying to say rap battles get raw. And this was
it ain't never got that raw though. Like when you call somebody
they doing anything.
I ain't never went that way. But sure, when Pop was battling Biggie, he was saying all kind of shit. It wasn't
it's not true though.
But imagine whatever he said about Big was never going. If they did have sponsorship deals back in those days, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. That would not have made Big lose any sponsorship deals, any kind of contracts. But when you put something out there like that and it's national, global calling him a pedophile. Like, come on, bro.
That was
Now you
deep,
fucking
but
with
how
you
did he
fucking
shoot
with
back though? That would literally, you would literally
Drake
have to.
Drake was winning that battle until that song.
Hit
I
the
still
whole
didn't think
song.
that
Well,
song
you
was
have to
even
go
that.
low then. That's very low. And then I would call him out for whatever stuff I knew. So that's all that is. Sound like they were really ousting something about that situation.
Nah, bro. When he called him a pedophile, bro, that's
But how we
defamation of
know
character.
it doesn't really exist, you got to understand we're dealing with the rich, the famous, and the powerful.
It
This
don't
stuff
matter.
be really
It
going
don't
on.
matter because you don't have no proof of it. If you just guessing and you saying it, it might be true because they got money. That's some hater talk.
Hater talk is if you don't believe that these people be on that type
Hater
of stuff.
talk is you want to say that it's possible that they doing it and you ain't got no
Man,
proof.
listen, even before Diddy and the blackness, it was the whiteness of that. And Trump was like, we're going to clean out the swamp. And he was telling about what's going on in Washington. You don't think the rich and the famous
Bro, we ain't
entertainers
I don't know
command
nothing. We don't know nothing about what nobody doing. We can sit up here
Man,
and
this world
speculate.
is evil and
We
dark.
can sit up here
I
and
know that.
speculate what you
Allegation.
doing at your crib or what you doing in your spare time. And if we aired that out, whether it was true or not, it would be a problem. Because it's your personal business.
But listen, we're not talking
Or would
about
it be
me.
or would it be okay just because everybody is free
We're
game?
not making it personal. We're talking about them. Stay on subject. There you go. You always want to make it personal.
I'm saying if it was you, I ain't make nothing personal.
Then I would have to deal with it. If it was me, I would have to deal with it. Or maybe the best thing is to keep silent and let it blow under. That's what a lot of people do. If it's not true, don't say nothing at all. Just let it die down. That's what you see they do, right? They don't say nothing.
No.
They just let it die down. A lot of them let it die down. What you gonna do? You gonna get on there and say anything?
The whole thing is, I wouldn't want a motherfucker to do it in the first place. Fuck letting it die
You
down.
can't control what people's gonna come out people's mouths. Yeah, you can hit them with a lawsuit, but what if they like it's free speech? And no, I don't think this is really defamation character.
I don't think that free speech shit holds anymore because everybody got something to say and they don't know or they don't have proof of what they're saying.
That's why Kendra or whatever her name is that got sued by Cardi B has to pay those millions of dollars because he talking about free speech. Okay.
Ain't no such thing as free speech no more. You go to the damn
government.
It's a freedom of speech.
That shit don't count.
Just you gotta understand something. You could have freedom of speech in America, but you have to pay for what you say. That's the difference. Then say you wouldn't have to pay for what you say.
I know people that don't even live in America. They call this land that we live in, the USA, the land of the not so free. It's supposed to be the land of the free, but motherfuckers across seas call here the land of the not so free because ain't nobody free here.
Man, compared to their countries where if they say something, they get thrown in prison or killed the next day. Yes, we're free.
You deserve to get your ass sued.
Okay, sued, but you're not killed. Your family's not being persecuted because of what you said.
You don't know
that's the difference.
If they make your bank account negative into the millions, and everything that you make gotta go to pay somebody else because you ran your mouth in the wrong way, yes, that hurts your family.
Okay, so what? In other words, what are we gonna do about it then? What's the lesson that we can learn?
What are you talking about?
I mean, like, what are we doing? Like, seriously.
You don't get the moral of the
I'm feeling like Drake. Listen, if Drake would have made a big issue about it, I think it would have stuck around. But nobody's really worried about what it is. Drake is moving forward.
But they are though. It just ain't really hit the fan yet. Motherfuckers is worried about it because even though Drake actually didn't come out and say it was DJ Academics.
Mm-hmm.
They said that Drake told him that they was doing 2-man missions. Mm-hmm. And he felt like he backdoored him by dancing to that Kendrick Lamar song.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is, but you got to think we sitting around here worrying about them, man. They're gonna be fine. At the end of the day, they will be okay. They got money. They can make it go away as quick
I
as
mean,
they.
that is not the point of anything.
Yeah, that is it. Look, as quick as they say it, they could erase it. They could put somebody on
All right,
there. They could have a sit
so
down, and they
let
could
me ask you
smooth
this
it
real
out.
quick. So with Jay-Z and all this shit that's going on with him, he can just smooth that out, or is his name tarnished?
His
Do
name,
he get? Do he
his
gotta?
name may be
Do do
tarnished,
do
but
do he gotta look
if
at?
you prove it,
Do he gotta look at his daughters and explain to his daughters who are teenagers right now and younger that daddy never did that kind of shit?
yeah.
Is that okay?
I mean,
That's
yeah,
okay,
that's understandable. But anybody empowered, when you have to understand something, and I learned this
bro.
when I
Ain't
was
no
dealing. When you are
understand,
making
bro.
money, when you become
That
in the
is why
public.
it's called defamation of character. That is why
Yes, it's
people get
defamation of
sued.
character, but when you become rich and famous, you put yourself in the limelight for
But that
everybody to
don't make
say
it. But
anything and
that don't
everything.
make it. But that don't make it okay for people to say it either.
It may not be, but you got to understand when you're black in America, they're going to try to destroy you.
It ain't
If
got
they
nothing
just,
to do with being black. You could be
that has a
green.
lot.
You could be
It does. It
green.
has.
You could be purple.
Yeah, but
Somebody
they do
making up
not
some
come
fake.
the hardest.
Somebody
If
making
you
up some fake shit about you, and it goes out to the
But I'm
world. It's
talking
not
about
cool.
the pattern that they've been showing for the past 30 years. First Michael, then Bill Cosby, now then Sean Diddy Combs, now then Jay-Z. You got to look at the
But
pattern, put the
so does
patterns
that
together.
mean? So are you saying that you should just stay broke?
No, I'm just saying in black in America, you're gonna have to fight for your riches because they're always trying to take them away. They're always trying to tarnish and tear something down because that stands in the way of
So
everything that they're trying to do.
So what do you suggest? What's the approach then?
What
You
do
a
I
black man with
suggest?
money. You just sit there and you just expect it's gonna come
Don't
for
be
you
so
one
much in
day.
the limelight. You got to once you make your bag, you got to sit down and be quiet and let other people build it up. And other people, you got to and that's the thing. When you get too big and you try to do too many things and you put your name behind it, then they're coming for you. Michael tried to buy what's that? A catalog or something. Bought a catalog.
He
They
didn't
came
try to
for
do
him.
nothing.
Yeah, he did it, right? He got free. He got his money. Bill Cosby, the same thing. And then Sean Diddy Combs tried to sue the Ciroc people. They came for him. That's what I'm trying to say. Like when you get too big and you put your name really out there, sometimes you got to be in the background making music and quietly move because they say gangsters move in silence. Sometimes you got to move in silence. Getting too big and too famous and be a melanated person in America is not always so good.
So you should just stay broke then.
I didn't say broke. I said stay silent. There's a difference. Being
Okay,
silent
you
means
can
don't
stay
put your name
silent,
all
but
over the place.
if you still staying silent, let's say you stay silent, but you got a big ass multi-million-dollar deal. You're not gonna
Mm-hmm.
take it because you think they're gonna come
No,
after
I'm
you.
gonna take it, but I'm not gonna sit up here and tell everybody about this and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it quiet. How most people with
It's
money
not gonna
do
be
it.
quiet.
It could be allegedly, but it's not what you call it. And you say, don't let this deal get out. And have signed some NDAs about it getting out and stuff like that. Think about how you move before you do it, and think about how if it does get out,
Here-
who to hold that person liable.
Here's where what you're saying don't make no sense. So sometimes,
Because
listen, hold on.
okay,
Sometimes your name is the reason why the deal is going through in the first place.
mm-hmm,
Dr. Dre beats, right?
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be quiet about beats, but it's
Nah,
Dr. Dre.
you got a brand,
Hold
cool.
on, man. It's Dr. Dre beats. I can't be quiet about that shit because it's my name. I am the name behind that.
Okay, cool. But I'm not going to let people know how much it's worth.
50 cents with the vitamin water. It don't matter what you try to let people know what it's worth. If the deal is public, there is nothing that you can do even about that.
There it goes right there. Your deal should be done in silence. You
If
shouldn't
your
have no
name
public
is
deal.
the reason, if your name is the reason why the deal is going through, there is no being silent about it.
No, what I'm trying to say, don't disclose how much it is. So then you keep a
Bro,
smaller
none
circle.
of that shit matters, or just stay broke. Is that's the point that you're making?
No, I'm not saying stay broke. I say keep it silent, keep it quiet how much it is that they put out there. Because I'd be like, how the fuck they know it's 80 billion, 20 billion? Who the fuck is telling that? Somebody on the inside of these deals is going ratting out it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Most of the time, the shit is public information. I
Who
can
made
go
it
right
public?
now. I can go right now to Glassdoor or whatever and find out how much you make at your job. A lot of the stuff is public information.
Is it because somebody puts it on? But
because
am I right? Does
certain
somebody have to upload that public information onto
there are certain
whatever?
laws that were passed to prevent conglomerates from happening. The Sherman Act, things like that, where people were monopolizing industries. And so there were certain laws that were passed to prevent that kind of stuff from happening. And yes, and that is the reason why a lot of this stuff has to be public. So either stay broke or you're gonna still sit out here and try to create multiple streams of income, but you can't do both. Me, I wouldn't give a fuck who know what it is. Shit, especially if Andre Sisk is its own company. I'm a person, but then my name is a company. So I'm separated from the brand. Like Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman. I am a businessman.
But another thing you got to realize too is that when you get big, people are going to come for you. Period. Come for your money.
I mean, and it might happen, but that's why you pay lawyers. You get the lawyers paid up before they come.
Like that's the number one thing. I work with a lot of criminals, right? And the number one thing I always say, so I was like, the life that you lived, you never thought that like you would get locked up and this. Did you ever think about a lawyer? So I did get a lawyer. I was like, but a lot of lawyers. Then you got to think the money that you're making isn't enough to cover the lawyer. And lawyers to get you out of trouble is, you know, what somebody is doing enough. Because if it's not, then it's
that's why you prepay your lawyers. You pay the retainer before you get in trouble. You don't get in trouble. You don't get in trouble and then get a lawyer.
But a lot of them do. That's the problem. They get in trouble, then they got to get a lawyer.
Stupid people do.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of them don't pre-think, hey, I'm living this life, so I might need a lawyer. Be ahead of time. Let me.
A lot of mafia people have lawyers on retainer.
That's
already.
what I be thinking. Already on speed dial, they already developed that relationship.
No, they already paid them up for when something happens. You just come on in. I already got you paid up.
Right. I mean, there's all kind of different like insurance for lawyers. There's like prepaid legal, I'm sure, and a lot
I
of
ain't
other
talking
stuff.
about prepaid legal. You can go to a lawyer right now in family court and give him his retainer fee of $1,200 for if you have a problem in the future.
Right, but with certain programs, you can have a discounted rate of what.
I ain't talking about discounted rate. I'm talking about regular, not poor man thinking.
But I'm just talking about how to save some as a rich man too. Because
I ain't talking about saving, because if you're saving, then you're not getting the best representation. If you pay for a discount lawyer, then you're getting a discount service.
Or you can learn half stuff yourself.
No.
But the thing about lawyers,
and then why would you want to sit and learn the shit yourself if you got the money?
Because you want to know what you're getting into and you'll
no.
But to tell,
If
because let me tell
if
you
you
about
got the
how
money,
it used
bro,
to.
if you got the money, there is no way that you're gonna practice law when you can hire
No,
somebody.
no, but what I'm trying to say at the same time, you want to make sure your lawyer ain't just taking your money, especially if it is a big amount of money, and just giving you any situation.
But
So my
that's
thing
why you
is,
hire the best lawyer and not a discount lawyer. You
but
don't
my
try to Groupon a lawyer.
who are Groupon lawyers?
That's what you just said.
I said prepaid legal guy got some pretty good
Bro, you
lawyers
just
in there.
said you can get a discount coupon or something.
No, I said discounted rate, and usually all the discounted rate is like how you would normally have to pay a higher fee. You could call
Bro,
them on
if
that.
you got the
That's what
money,
you call it.
if you are rich, why the fuck are you looking for a discount?
Because you're trying to save money. Not all rich people are trying to spend their every dime up on a lawyer. Some of them are saying, okay, I know this is the amount, boom. But if there's a cheaper way that I can get it done, rich people are really frugal
But
at the same time.
I don't agree with you on that one because
He
if you got
tripping.
the money, you go get the best, so you won't have to lose your money. You're going to
But
get the best of the
but the
best.
number one thing is it's not the best lawyer. It's what's the relationship and how many times did this
You are
lawyer
tripping.
win?
If they
No,
When
charge,
this
if
is
motherfuckers
the
true.
lawyer
No.
charging a whole bunch of
No.
money,
When you
when
get a lawyer,
motherfuckers
you need
went
to know
after
how many times did they win the cases.
Johnny Cochran wasn't like, I'm gonna give you a discount.
that was my next. That was my next. So I was
Johnny
going to
Cochran
say
is
You going
dead.
after
That's
the
in the
best
past. We talking about currently.
you're going
that.
after the best
Ain't
lawyer to
nothing
help
different.
you win your case, whether it's a fucking lawsuit or it's a criminal. You're going after the best, and the best lawyers are not giving you a discount.
And you
If
talk
you're
about what
looking for a
Johnny Cochran,
discount, then just go and make a plea and take your ass to jail
and you talk about
or
Johnny
pay us the
Cochran
money.
being dead. The game stays the same. Times change, but the game is the same. Just because Johnny
And
Cochran did don't mean it ain't
No,
the same
I
way.
don't agree with you, Doug. There's new laws that's always passed and it gets harder. They
okay, but
entrap you more.
a sharp lawyer is still gonna be sharp no matter how the laws change.
Yeah, really. They're gonna know how to get over that law. That's why they
Because
still
you
gonna
know
do
what
it.
ain't changed? Case law. Lawyers
They
use
every
case,
year they be changing these laws. Every year
but
they change them.
guess what don't change? Case law. If it has already been decided by the Supreme Court, there ain't no change in that.
And then you also got to deal with state laws. It's not just one thing, it's several
The
different laws.
Supreme Court trumps state law.
Maybe if that's where it gets tricky. That's
It
where it
don't
gets
get
tricky.
tricky, bro. It don't get.
In between the state and the federal. That's
You
where it
ain't
gets
never
tricky.
used. I've been used. I in my latest child support case, I use state Supreme Court
But
case
with
law.
child support and
I'm not
criminal
done.
are two
I'm
separate
not done.
things.
I'm not. No, it's not. I'm not done because the judge has to follow, no matter what, criminal, family court. They gotta follow case law. If you represent yourself, if you know case law, a lot of people throw that up and beat their case without a lawyer. Court, family court, or criminal court, if you know what you're doing. But even if you got a lawyer, if you know what the case law is, if they say, well, Carlton Walker ran the red light. Well, case law was like Carlton Walker actually didn't run the red light. The red light changed red as he was going through. He was already committed and the light red as he was in the intersection. So he actually technically didn't run. And the police be like, well, the light turned red, didn't it? Before he got to the other side. But case law say that you didn't run it.
And now they got cameras to see what really happened.
And they do. But I mean, case law wins.
And that's the tricky part now. Now it's not just the law. Now it's the actual evidence of the proof that makes it more
The
difficult.
proof probable cause has always been the law. Ain't
Because if
nothing
they got
changed.
seen you the time when they got it
Bro,
down to a T now.
you are thinking of it not a lawyer.
I'm thinking about it as a lawyer. I am. I'm saying what it says, but they also you have to beat the evidence also. And if they got you going, the thing changed at 2024, and you was going at 2026. The evidence is right there. So that's that's why. And sometimes they don't even need evidence to convict you.
The evidence still wouldn't trump case law.
And then they still would have to decide about, you know what I'm saying? It's up to the judge and the jury usually to decide what they really want to do at the end of the day.
They all still got to go off of case law.
Mm-hmm.
If child support told me that if baby mamas are saying, okay, Andre, you want to be smart and slick about it, well, although child support is over at 19, your child is in college, so you're going to pay child support till they 25. The baby mama is saying that. But if Andre know the case law said that you didn't file anything for school before the child turned 19 years old, anything, no matter how far it could go past the age of 19, it ain't gonna work. But a motherfucker still tried it. And guess what? The judge went with it. Right? Oh, I think we can go through with this. And then I had to come back and cite case law. And they had to throw that shit out.
Yeah, but what about in a criminal situation?
It's the same way. If you can cite case law, they got to throw it away.
But you know where a lot of criminals mess up is that they get their time jacked up because they violate. And violation will put you right.
What does that have to do with case law?
Because the case law, regardless what the case law, if they violate, then they take the case law away.
You ain't even.
I'm talking about they violate their parole. Even if the case law says
you cannot violate parole if you are in court. You haven't even been convicted yet.
No, I'm talking about after they what you call it, they trying to get out, right? And they made some violations. They're gonna have to set all the time up.
If you use case law correctly and they throw out your case, there is no parole. Your case is dismissed.
If the judge says it's dismissed and puts it in the paperwork that it's dismissed.
The court has to throw out the case, my boy. Listen to me. Because
it's almost like with these criminals, they're not throwing nothing out. They find some loophole to get these criminals locked the fuck up.
That is not how that works, man.
No, the reason that they're getting locked up, like he's trying to say, is because either they don't have a good paid lawyer that knows their shit, or they don't know their shit. They don't know their case laws. And that's the way the system can get you. If you don't know your laws, then they will get over on you. But if you can prove in black and white with what they're saying and what you're saying and that you're right, then they have to throw it out.
Thanks, Lady C, because he wasn't listening to Andre.
Now, if your ass
a lot of times these people be spending years.
Listen.
Now, if you take a plea deal for lesser time because you can't afford a lawyer or you don't think that you can win it, then you do some shit and you violate, your ass going to jail, back to prison or whatever the fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's if you take a plea deal.
They do it all. That's what I'm saying. They do so much stuff that I'm like, damn, like, were y'all thinking how y'all moving? You know, but I do think that
it's a lot of innocent people though, man, that has taken plea deals.
I wouldn't take no plea deal. Take it to trial. But the thing,
if they can, even if they can't prove it all the way, but you still gonna be facing 15 years if you don't take this plea deal, and the plea deal is 2 years on probation and ankle monitor. You taking that plea deal, nigga?
Yeah,
you gonna take it. the feds win most of their cases because of that.
What if you're not scared and be like, hey, it is what it is? But
nigga,
you know what?
You ain't built. You are not. You are not built to do 20 years in prison, man. You not. And most motherfuckers take the plea deal. Just because of that. That's why the feds have that 90-something% conviction rate, because people take the plea. And you ain't gonna be no different.
I ain't taking a plea deal if I know I'm innocent.
Bro, if they offer you,
because this is the thing though, you don't understand.
If they
even
offer
though
you 2
you
years on
take that plea
probation,
deal, your life
if they offer you 2 years on probation, 2 years on probation, or a guaranteed 15 to 20 years in prison, you not gonna take the plea?
And not if you know you're innocent. Why wouldn't you keep fighting? Because you can't
So
go to
you go take 15 years because you want to try to really prove your innocence. I understand what you're talking about, but shit, you go do 15 years regardless.
If you're a regular person and you get out, it is hard as heck to get any of that crap off your record.
It's gonna be hard as heck going into the fucking prison center.
No, it's not.
You didn't do the shit.
Especially with these real
you know how many people that's in prison right now? Come on, you work with the prisons. You know how many people that's in prison that didn't do it?
Man.
And they getting out in the justice, whatever it's called. I can't think of what it's called. The freedom.
I never knew none
after
of them 20 years that didn't
after
do
20
it.
After 20 years,
a lot of people
they
that get locked
out
up
because they didn't do it, but they went in there and they did their 20 years for crimes they didn't commit. 40 years. Somebody had got locked up before I was even born in 1980 something, 80 or 81, and he just now got out for something he didn't do.
Yeah, I seen that online. Like it was a black man. I mean, that's the story of America. Believe it or not, somebody has to go and fill those prisons.
You would go ahead and do them 30 though.
Hey, free place to live, free food.
You
motherfucking
damn well.
He a motherfucking lie.
Damn well.
If I know I'm innocent and my name's on the line, and you
nigga,
know you didn't do it,
you got kids, right?
But
huh?
Okay,
yeah, but what's my life gonna be like?
It don't matter what your life gonna be like, nigga. You gonna be free. You gonna be in there letting niggas clap your cheeks, or you gonna be out here still clapping cheeks? Which one?
You could fight. You don't have to let niggas clap your cheeks in prison. You don't have
to. Niggas is clapping
let
your
niggas
cheeks,
clap your cheeks. That sounds very gay.
Niggas is clapping your cheeks.
I would never let no niggas. No,
it ain't matter about
listen. There's no difference from the streets.
You didn't even stand up for yourself in the courtroom for your freedom. You just said, "I'm gonna go ahead and sit down."
I didn't say that. I said I would fight. I said I would fight. I would not sit up there and take that plea. I'll tell them I'm taking the trial.
Well, that means you going to prison.
Doesn't mean that. You got to keep believing in something and study that case law, right? If you know the case law, you know the evidence it wasn't you, and you could prove that.
If they got enough
that's
evidence,
what you just told the whole crew.
If they got enough,
if they got the case law.
But if they got enough evidence against you, is what I'm saying. If they got enough evidence against you to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it's possible that
but if you have a good paid lawyer, though,
that you essay
we just told the people wrong or right.
That you essay somebody because you actually did have sex with them, but the person was like, yeah, you want to give me the money? Okay, I'm gonna go down here because your semen in there and all that. So he SA'd me.
Okay, but then you just tell all of the audience that if you have a good lawyer, they could get you off, wrong or right.
Wrong.
You're innocent. If you're rich as hell, like Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs, that a good paid lawyer that practices case law could get you out of anything.
You're wrong.
So why is Diddy locked up now, though?
Case law ain't gonna have nothing. Case law ain't gonna have none of
no, if you could beat case law, you just said that.
I said if it's case law, you don't understand what case law is.
Case law is all law that the federal government and the state have to go by because it's part of the United States Constitution.
That is not what case law is.
Or is it? Yes, because Constitution, like the amendment, the Constitution, all of that together goes together. Certain of these rights you have to abide by because
All
it's
right,
part of the United States Constitution.
let me break down what case law is for you, man. Case law is somebody else has already went through this before, and they took it to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court made a ruling on it.
Mm-hmm.
They said because this happened with Carlton, if any other cases like this happen, y'all gotta follow the ruling. Like
or
this.
We could talk about the abortion Wade versus somebody.
Bro,
right?
I am talking about case law.
But I'm talking about that's a case law that they all go about.
That ain't gonna have nothing to do with if somebody accuse you of essaying them. And your semen is there and you ain't got no proof.
Let's talk about something outside of essaying. Let's talk about unaliving people because most people like the
I mean that too. It don't matter, it's crime, period.
Matter what it is, don't matter what the crime is, it's still the crime.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't prove that you didn't do it.
A good lawyer get you off.
They got no.
Here you go, they're good.
That's what you told everybody. A good lawyer gets you out of anything.
The lawyer can only help you. The lawyer can only help you to an extent.
Okay.
If they know the law, but if the prosecution can prove it to the jury that, well, yeah, we didn't find the body, but we got every reason to suspect that Carlton Walker did this. And they can prove that.
But if you use case law about similar case, could you not prove that that person is innocent according to that case law that somebody else went through? That's a similar case.
If they can prove it to a jury that you more than like, people get arrested with no evidence all the time, circumstantial.
Mm-hmm. And then so really it's up to what the
and
judge
if they can prove it that you possibly did this, and they can sway the jury, you going to jail. So you talking about, okay, I'm gonna go in front of a jury and they showing you and your lawyer all the evidence they got against you. You can take this 2 years probation, or you can do 20 years in the feds. You saying you going to the feds?
Why the fuck would you go to the feds? Do you know what you go to the feds for? Let's talk about state and feds. State,
it don't matter.
You see every other law. Feds,
it don't matter.
With something federal, like
it don't matter.
Drugs,
it's still the prison.
Like you rob. No, they're two separate things.
It's still
Most people go to feds. Most people go to the state. For rarely you go to the feds unless it's dealing with
case law. Case law still applies with the feds or the state.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that rarely you go to the feds. Most likely going to the state.
Bro, the feds are the ones who get the 99% conviction rate.
Right. Unless you're selling drugs, unless you're robbing a federal bank. Let's get it. Unless you're doing something federal,
there are a lot of federal crimes. You tripping?
Robbing a bank or something like that. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. It's a federal place. You blow up something in like a mill place. They're gonna take you. Anything dealing with the federal.
There are a lot of fed crimes, man. If you take somebody from one state to another state, that you've been clapping her cheeks for 10 years, and you take her from Indiana to Miami, you are violating. And you take her because you're going to clap her cheeks on the cruise. You taking her on a cruise. They can argue to a jury that you have violated the Mann Act.
Man, they're not doing it like that. It has to be some money.
You don't know what it is. You don't know.
Man,
if they want to get you, they can get you.
The trafficking has to deal with a money transaction.
If they want to get you, no, it don't.
Oh my God. Trafficking deals with the exchange of money for sex across state lines.
You are tripping. You tripping.
Let's look it up.
I
Definition
know.
human
All you got to
trafficking.
do is take somebody from one state to another state for the purposes of having sex with them,
I know.
and you going to federal
Yeah.
prison. What up, Kenny? Kenny in the building. What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's the business?
Kendo.
I hear y'all, man.
Let me ask you this question though, real quick. This is what we was talking about. The feds got an airtight case on you, even though you didn't do nothing, right? They offer you 2 years probation with ankle monitor, or you could take it to trial and facing 20. What you doing? Kenny.
We'll go out, come back in. Gotta go out and
All
come
right. I'm gonna read you what trafficking is. According the human trafficking is the act of recruiting, transport, or transforming, or harboring, or receiving individuals through force, fraud, or coercion for the purpose of exploitation. Exploitation. Yes. So that is dealing with forcing somebody to do sex acts or whatever to make some money out of the exploitation. Stop playing. Just because
did they say money? Did they say money?
Exploitation, somebody's making some money out the stuff of it
You
or whatever.
you can exploit people any kind of ways, bro. That don't mean money. It didn't say money,
All right,
did
this
it?
is the Homeland Security. It says it's the human trafficking involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion to obtain some type of labor or commercial sex act. Every year, millions of men, women, and children are trafficked around the world, including right here in the United States.
What's the business, my boy?
Yeah.
I'm here.
Lure victims, including trafficking situations, violence, manipulation, false promises of a well-paying job, and a romantic relationship.
That sound like that sound like ain't nothing that ain't been happening so far.
That's the definitions of what the human
So they
trafficking
don't
would be.
necessarily always have to be selling somebody.
Bingo. It's basically the tape.
You just read romantic situations. You
Right.
just read.
Yeah, you've been promised that you'll be in a romantic relationship.
Oh
So that
my
has
God.
nothing to do with selling nobody.
We all fucked. We all fucked then.
Yeah, everybody going down.
Nobody's gonna come up there like that.
Bro, you don't know. Women have been doing this lately.
Man, are you worried? Let me ask you this. Are you worried about it? I'm not.
You should be.
Hey,
I mean, okay,
because
okay.
You never know.
I get it. You don't get no pussy. You never took nobody out of town. You never had a girlfriend that you took from one state to another state. So you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nope.
So you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nope.
Look,
you bet.
You ain't never.
You better not ever become big.
You ain't never took a girlfriend from one state to another state, right?
That's not what it's saying. You gotta understand how it's being used.
Oh, man,
it's not being used like that. So
how they using it against Diddy then?
Hey, they're using it to take down the black man.
No, because people are saying that he paid these individuals money to different states.
Hold on, listen to what you just said. You said people are saying. People are saying.
Okay, let's go back to the original. Wait. We can go back to the original stance of what trafficking mean. That means we find the little Chinese people, white girls on an 18-wheeler chained up, malnourished.
That's what we always thought trafficking
in the basement with Freddy Cougar, and he got babies by and he just Humpty Dumpty but now they took it.
That's what we thought.
Okay,
that's what we thought it was.
Okay, it was that they turned it, but they turned it into we gotta take black man down and any nigga that's taking the female across state. It don't care if she say, okay, I want to do this. If she say no,
It
I
don't
don't want to
matter
do
if
this,
it's
and he,
But
yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
the whole
It could
thing
be
is though,
false.
us, we don't have to worry about that because we're not in the $1 million club. We
What
don't have to
the?
worry
That
about
ain't got shit to do with it. That's what we're trying to
that. No,
tell
because
you.
y'all be like,
It
I'm
don't
like, I
matter
don't have
about
nothing to
money.
worry about that.
No, see, that's the wrong mindset because one day you might be in the $1 million club, or you might be in $1,000 club, nigga. You might have anything that a bitch won't, and she gonna take your black ass
You know what
down.
I
It,
learned from rich white men? Don't put your stuff out there like that much. Don't
Epstein did it.
move in silence. The richest white person or the Asian person looks
Bill,
normal.
Bill,
Our
Bill Clinton
people,
did it.
hey, listen, our people, and this a word to the wise, and this is one thing that I liked about
Donald
Frank
Trump did it.
Lucas. Hey, listen, gangsters move in silence. Frank Lucas, the biggest kingpin, was not wearing the most flashiest shit.
But
Don't wear the flashiest shit to prove
I,
that you're rich. You know
what
you good.
the?
You got money in the
That
bank.
don't.
I'm not.
That don't
Yeah,
mean
no.
okay.
Yeah.
That's for the. Wait. That's for the niggas. That's for the gang bangers. That's for the niggas that's trying to take you down. That's for the niggas that look like you. But the females, the
That
ones you take in
goes
your house.
all around.
Wait. No, it don't. The
That goes
females
all
that you
around.
take. The females that you take in your house that you have around you that been around you for 3, 4, 5 months, 6, 7, 8, a year, 2 years, nigga, they got you. You ain't gotta be flashy. They know what you just bought, seen, heard, looked at. They what you gave them. A female remember your ass like a horse remember water going to that bitch and he ain't been back in 7 months. Nigga. I'm telling you, that's what
Then
females do.
let me ask you this: would you keep the same number if you're rich, or would you change it?
You if you keep that same female around, it don't matter what you do. She remember everything. That's why
Let me ask you
niggas going
this.
down.
Let me ask you this: would you keep a snake type of female, or would you keep a loyal female?
How you know she a snake until it's too late, till she bite you on your ass.
Listen.
Come on now,
How you
come
know
on now. We
ain't
talking,
enough
After
to
we
2 or
talking,
3 months, or
brother?
even a month, if
we
the
talking.
behavior of an individual, not even
Look,
just a woman, a man,
How you know
if
she
you
loyal
if
Cassidy.
you
if she
see
fuck the
if you
Hey,
brother?
see through their actions what they do, you could
Diddy
tell
couldn't
if
see through
that's a snake or
Cassidy.
not.
Diddy couldn't see through Cassidy, and he was whooping her ass. He thought he had her on lockdown. She wasn't saying nothing on some real shit until she said, and I was gone. And now
The
I want
money
$30 million.
stopped, bro. The money
But
stopped.
still, so
When
you
the
gotta hold
money
it. So
stops, the cat will
that's
sing.
even more. That's even more bullshit. Then,
You don't think he
oh,
was
it's
paying
yeah.
her billions, and then he felt like
No, he
I
wasn't paying
paid
her
her
no
enough?
billions. He
She
wasn't.
wasn't getting
She
no
was his
money. Yeah,
girl.
she
Wait,
wasn't getting no
she was
billion.
his.
Yeah, that was a
She
couple.
was. She
But
was
when
his
she did
girl.
not give the cat up, and when it was
He
over,
was buying her shit. She wasn't getting
Listen,
no damn money like
right,
she
that.
was so
and when he
trauma.
got tired of buying her stuff, you don't think
She
that's when
was.
this
He
came
didn't
out?
get tired. He didn't get
It
tired.
wasn't
She just
tired. Shit,
ran.
she got tired of
She
him whooping her ass.
right
That's
beating
what she got
her
tired of.
ass. Hey,
Right. I mean,
she ran
whatever the
to a trainer, nigga.
situation was, you stupid anyway to know that I got money, but my actions won't ever catch up to me. That's the whatever you sow. I don't care if it's good or
What
bad.
the
It will come back to you. It
man?
comes
This
back
been
to you.
happening. This been happening since we had kings.
Yeah, but we're talking about
Niggas don't
modern
learn they.
age of Me Too.
Hey,
We're talking about
what the?
modern
Yeah,
age
that
when
happened way
women have
before
Listen,
then.
rights. You
It's been
Me
can't
happening
think
Too.
that
since
you
the
won't
beginning
ever
of
get caught.
time.
If you don't
Me
change your
Too.
behavior and
Do
stop
y'all
doing
know?
that stupid stuff, you're gonna end up somewhere.
Okay, but do you know Me Too came along so they can get R. Kelly though? That's the only reason Me Too
Yeah,
came
it's
is
not just
because
R.
Jay Z.
Kelly.
Okay,
Epstein
Jay Z.
was
No,
in
no, no,
it.
no, no,
It
no,
was
no,
a
no,
whole
no.
bunch
I'm
of
Yeah,
people
saying
that was
no,
part of
no,
that.
he
no,
did
no. They
Me
originally
Too came from
started.
Epstein
No,
before R.
no,
Kelly.
no, no. Epstein. Kelly was in jail when Epstein went to jail. Kelly was already in jail. What you
But what
mean?
I'm trying to say is that Me Too came around to get a lot of
No,
motherfuckers.
no. Me Too started when Jay Z started paying them people to get rid of R. Kelly. Remember the lawsuit that R. Kelly was filing against Jay Z is what sent it all up because Jay Z was gonna try to have him assassinated. And he was gonna do it while they was having a concert, but somebody told R. Kelly, like, man, he finna try to have you hit, and R. Kelly stopped the whole tour. and R. Kelly ended up suing Jay-Z. So Jay-Z put that money behind Me Too and was like, we got to get him gone. And that's what happened. Man, all these people is crooked. Every
I do
last
agree.
one of them. This is facts. All these people is crooked. Every last one of them, Democrats, but it's looking like the Democrats more crookeder than anybody. They letting the California burn down to the ground. They don't give a fuck, nigga. What? Hey, billionaires own most of the water that's going to California. I don't even know how they let that happen. How do you own 62% of the water? What? Water is for everybody. What? Huh? I'm trying to understand that. How you own 62% of the water? The motherfuckers who make the pomegranates and the pistachio nuts. I mean, how do they let that happen? It's only crookedness that can have that happen. And the Democrats they been starting wars. They been doing all type of shit. That shit that happened in New Orleans was the Democrats. I promise you that. Because we now we got off talking about the police officers that beat the black man to death while he was chained to the gurney, and to about killed him without any force means, and that's like, come on, man, that's why they did that. Oh, we ain't finna have these motherfuckers riot, so we gotta make something else happen. So, oh no, not ISIS. Ain't no motherfucking ISIS. Ain't no ISIS.
Well, what do you think about them? What do you think about how they trying to blame that shit that happened in New Orleans on the Nation of Islam?
That's what I'm talking about. They ain't no ISIS. Ain't no, they talking about I found the ISIS flag. That was them. Then they had a
Yeah, my
motherfucker
phone.
pull
I
up
don't
with
know
a
what happened, man. My phone kicked out. My internet wasn't attached to the phone and that, so
yeah.
I had to restart my
We
phone. So
we
that's what
hear
y'all
you
talking
now.
about.
But we talking about the New Orleans demonstration and what connection to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is.
yeah.
And I was just telling them like, yeah, ain't no ISIS no more. Remember we got rid of ISIS. So, for them to find an ISIS flag, then he got out shooting everybody or whatever the case may be. Come on, man, stop it. That was the Democrats. They trying to ruin everything before Trump get into office because they salty. These is the sorest losers I ever seen in my life. Real talk. Then they had a nigga pull up to the Trump Tower in a Tesla, a Green Beret. He was a Green Beret soldier, like one of the top units in the army. He pull up with a Tesla because Elon Musk is Trump guy, so he like, fuck it. Since he want to go, we gonna put a Tesla in front of the Trump building and blow it up. And these people are diehard soldiers, so they ready to die for what they believe in. But what they believe in is fake and phony. These people is only got the money and power, but they don't care about us, man. Now I'm telling y'all can put them connections together. This ain't no conspiracy. This is why would you park a Tesla in front of the Trump building, knowing Elon Musk and Trump is best buddies, and have a Green Beret blow it up? And talking about now ain't no evidence he did. Ain't no evidence with the New Orleans guy he did. Now it's a wildfire in California. Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. Ain't no win, ain't nothing. How is all of this happening? Because it ain't nothing but Democrats right now running the country, from the governors to the mayors. Look it up. They trying to go down. They trying to turn. They tying this bitch down. They mad. And I'll be trying to tell people about that, like, man, some of you getting to look up. And then now they saying that in 10 years, people gonna have a lawsuit. Whoever took the 19 shot.
The jab, huh?
Yeah, they say
Well, I feel like they
dude
can't.
came out there on Facebook. He in the know. He a billion out. So he in the know. He came out on Joe Rogan. Man, whoever took that shot is gonna have a lawsuit in 10 years. Woo woo woo. I knew it
Took
was
the
a
shot of
conspiracy
what?
behind that. The
Oh, you
19.
mean
Well,
the
definitely.
COVID shot?
The yeah.
Man, why? Bro, you know good and well we can't say certain stuff on here. You gonna say it.
See, it wasn't me this time.
I remember.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that
You
19,
already
man.
knew what he was talking about.
Why you think he said one thing, and then Drake said another thing, and then you said it.
Right, everybody covered it up.
I mean, but I'm thinking though, like it's gonna come down to this: how's your immune system take it? I mean, if it really messed you up, you're
What?
not.
No, it's all no. Listen, it's all poison. It was nothing that was supposed to be started in the first place. It was just some
Like, why you ain't
experimental shit. That's
man?
why they
Take
say
your
you.
rusty ass on.
That's why they say you're gonna have a lawsuit in 10 years when it start coming down. They've been trying to censor people for a minute. That's why they was gonna have the platform censored.
Mm,
They was gonna
got
censor everything because they don't want people knowing the truth, and they know now we starting to do our homework on a lot of this stuff, and they trying to censor us.
they could never. They can't stop everything. They only can shut down platforms. That's the only thing they could do.
Well, one of my biggest gripes is how the Democrats are able and willing to give immigrants billions of dollars for health care and all of that kind of stuff. But they
I
say
mean,
that.
this is to me.
Hold
It's
on,
just
hold on, hold on, man. I didn't finish what I was
Let
saying,
them
man.
talk. Let them talk. Let them
You keep
talk.
cutting people off, Carlton. You
How
gotta
they are
listen.
willing to give them billions of dollars in health aid and other kind of aids and food stamps and all of that. But when we was hollering reparations, oh, we can't handle that in the budget. Now it's an open checkbook.
Huh?
Make it make sense.
dude.
It's
You push
it
for reparations.
And
Push
push
now
for
your
it.
America is
ass.
$1 billion
Push
in
They
debt.
your
didn't have to push
ass.
for nothing
Push
but
for
crossing
it.
the
If
fucking
you really
You
border,
know how
though.
want
long?
What you
this,
talking about?
keep
Wait, I'm
fighting.
trying to
It
see.
took 100. Okay, perfect example. The
What?
Black
Yeah.
Cherokees pushed for citizenship 150
Oh,
years.
You
We're gonna
think
have to
say
start it and
hey,
know that we won't get it, but our kids, our grandkids could get it. We
and
let
they
can't
him
say
just
talk.
that
get
we trillions
Wait,
of dollars in debt. How the fuck are we trillions of
wait.
dollars in debt? We supposed to be the richest
I
country
like
in the world.
I like what he said. He said we gotta keep pushing it for 2,000 years, and so our great great
right.
great
Our
great great great
people
great great
fought
great
for
great
that
great great
long.
great great. Okay, I
Yeah,
understand that. Now the immigrants came in the country in less than 3 months and got 20,000, a
then
hundred and
tell them
sixty
get the
thousand, and got
tax their
what
ass.
2,000. They feeding them boys. They eating like how? Huh? Like that is stupid. They
Okay,
eating.
you understand how this country and Europeans work, right? The
That's not
greatest thing.
Europeans. Them Mexicans.
No, yeah, no, you understand that the United States government plays on brown people and people of color.
Plays
It's
on
called,
them. You know why they playing
yeah,
on them?
yeah, the division,
Because
right?
you want $20 an hour and they want 10. That's why they playing on them.
It's
That's why
not
they
even
playing on
that.
them.
It's
Oh,
it's
what?
this.
It
If
ain't
I
that.
know I could break them up and they don't see a common enemy, which is the government,
Mm-mm.
then
No.
they'll do that.
Nah. It's all about it. It's all about. And matter of fact, they knew they was losing the black vote because the black people
I'm
started
still
wicked.
tripping. He said we're gonna wait for our great grandchildren to get
Yeah, he
reparations. We
snapped.
don't
He
deserve it.
snapped. He snapped when the
No,
Mexicans
what I'm
came in.
saying, you
He
got to
is tripping.
grassroot it and grow it and push
The
for it.
Me- Grow
You
it. The
are
Mexicans
correct.
came in. The Mexicans came in no less than 3 months and got damn near $1 million
Hold
each.
up, hold up. Those ain't
And it
Mexicans.
wasn't
Let's
their
keep it real.
grandkids. It
Let's
wasn't their
keep it real. Those
grandkids that got
people
it.
are from Venezuela, though, and
No,
Colombia
they ain't
are
not.
Hey,
It ain't
Venezuelan.
this
all of them.
Mexico. No,
All of
Mexico.
them.
They
No,
them
All
Venezuela.
of
states.
No,
them.
No,
hold
we
on
gon'
now.
no.
Because
I'm
All
gonna
a
of
lot
them.
say.
of Mexicans will work for their money.
Look,
Let's keep
all
it
of
real.
them. Any
Listen,
of
let's
Venezuelans.
do
them.
that.
All of
Let's
them.
do that.
most
No.
Hispanic
The
countries. Just
president
so many
of what do
Hispanic
you call
countries.
it?
Just so many
Mexico.
They
Mexico
came
is the
into
country.
No, the
Mexico.
president of
Mexico.
Venezuela said if you come to United States, they will take
Oh
care
my
of you
God.
if you don't
They
want to
Man,
came
work.
in through
no.
Mexico.
Mexico,
It's most
man.
Hispanic
Mexico.
countries, period.
They came
Most
in through
Hispanic
Mexico,
Mexico.
countries.
man.
I done worked
Mexico
with
is
so many different
a
Hispanic countries.
country.
It's every Hispanic country,
They crossed
period.
over in
It's among
Mexico.
us.
That's what we
Yeah.
do know.
That's just like saying don't call Californians United States of Americans. Come on now,
No,
man.
no. What
Come
I'm
on
trying to
now,
tell you
man.
is that there were a lot more Venezuelans that came over here
Come
and got
on,
that
man.
than
Man, just
Republicans.
listen. When they say
Mexicans
is
already got it laid out in the
when
country. They
it's when
already
they
got family
listen
here. They're
when they
already
are no, they
established.
don't. When
Yes,
no, when
they
they
do. They
listen,
got
when
a
they
lot of
when they
businesses
say
where they could go
when
work.
they
They got
listen,
places they could go live already.
when they say it's 500,000 Mexicans coming in, they not all from
Half of the
Venezuela.
United States used to be Mexico. That's what you got to understand. Half of the country used to be Mexico. They just coming back to where they was
What
already.
the
Yeah,
Half
half
of
of the
this country
country,
was in
Arizona,
Mexico.
Texas,
is
California,
you
Colorado.
talking about you talking about remember the Alamo? Come on, man. Come on, man.
No, they coming back to the territory where they was
Come
already
on,
at.
man.
That's just
Remember
like,
the
let's keep
Alamo.
it
Come on,
real.
man. We not gonna go all the way
Man,
back there
no,
and say that
yeah,
they was
no,
there,
no,
this
I'm
and this and
talking
that.
about this. They have a history already here. That's what you
What
don't
the?
see. Yeah,
You
and
talking
then
about
if we
remember the
want to talk
Alamo? I know
about,
what you're talking about. That's when they was here. That's when we took this. We took Texas and we took California and we took the border of
that's what
Mexico
I mean.
from
But
them.
even currently, if we're talking about in the past 20, 30, 20 years, right? Because I'm 20, I'm 39, right? It's about to hit 40.
They don't get no rights
When I
here.
was in, yeah, when I was like 15, 16, they started to build up the West Side, right? All of them places, there are strong Mexican businesses here.
Yeah,
They can
that's the
come
west side. Where
here
you from?
and they, what do you call it? Huh?
Where you from? Where you from?
I was born in Phoenix, but I grew up here most of my life.
Uh,
But back to the story.
He's trying to
and
figure out
ending.
where it's
I'm
here.
trying to right. Yeah,
He's trying to
yeah.
figure out where it's
Yeah,
here.
but what I'm trying to say is this, though.
Austin, he's
What I'm
Where's
not.
trying to say
here?
He
is
don't live
this.
in the same city, but
But
he
you're
want to
not
know
letting
where
me
he's
get my
from.
point. My biggest
I'm
point
trying.
is they already got industries, they already got businesses established from Mexico back and forth, right? So they don't need that money. What I'm trying to say is the
Oh my God!
Venezuelans,
Oh no!
the more
Oh
Venezuelans got
no!
that than the Mexicans. That's what I'm trying to say. Not to say they didn't. Some
Oh
of them, yeah.
no!
But
You
there
just
are
literally
people
said
more.
they
He
did.
said
But you blame
Venezuela
it
You
got
just
said
more
they
from
did.
cities.
Mexicans.
No, it's people from Guatemala. It's from people from El Salvador.
So they.
It's people from, what do you call it? It's people from Haiti. It's people from all over the world. You
So you
can't just put it
literally.
on the Mexicans.
So you literally just saying that our government said, okay, even though these people don't need the money, don't want the money, we gonna get to them anyway and say fuck the black
Mexicans
people.
will work for their money.
How
They'll
they work
work
with
their
their money?
ass
They
off
trying
for
to
their money.
undercut us. Is you crazy? What the
Man, they're
what
not undercutting. If you
man? Is
want to
you
go
crazy?
out there
What
and go
news is
make
you
some money,
reading?
what do you call it?
What
You can
news is
go
you
out there and
reading?
go get it.
How can I make money when I say my prices is $20 and they say they prices is 15 to 13? How? How?
You
How?
can make it. You
How?
just got to know how to
How?
go
So
around it.
now I gotta self worth. I gotta sacrifice myself to say, okay,
Then
now I
you
do
get
it for ten
more.
dollars.
Then you get more
I
business.
do it for $10. I do your roof for $10
No,
now, huh?
no, you don't do your no. You don't lower your prices. You get more business and work out a better
How do
deal.
you do that when they everywhere saying they'll do it for $15 to $12? How do you do that?
You have
This
to
ain't just
join
the way
them.
you live. This
You
is
have to join
everywhere,
them.
my boy. But
You
after
have
you
to
make a
join them and
business,
talk to them.
oh, you
Do you
gotta join
understand?
them.
Like all
Oh
the
my
time when I talk
God.
to them in Spanish, they
Oh
be like, "What's the
man.
biggest deal
Hey,
about
y'all
what
got
you
a
call it?"
character tonight, huh? Y'all got a character tonight, man. I like him.
No, I don't
I
have a
like him.
character. This is what you call it.
I
What I'm
like
trying to
him.
tell you is that this man, you cannot let what
What
everybody else
type
do
of
slows your
shit?
hustle.
You said you gotta join them.
You
Oh
do nowadays. You got
man.
to. You have to be part of the global network of making money.
Damn.
Why did he cracking up?
I'm
You have to join
flabbergasted.
things forces to survive. Either you're gonna, what do you call it? The
Oh.
game is already laid out. Like
Lady,
all of it's
hey,
already
Lady
laid out. They
T.
already got a lock on it, right? So you got to learn
Lady,
how to go inside of there
they
and
got a
join
lock
forces
on
with
it.
them.
What the Hey, this how far we done failed, man. This is how far we done failed. This is
We didn't
crazy.
fall nowhere. I'm just telling
You
me, being
saying that
black
we
and
gotta
Mexican,
listen?
right? I could
We
go
the
in both worlds and
huh?
talk negotiation stuff like
Okay.
that. I know how to talk to these people
How
to get
about
what I
they
want.
join?
And what
Listen,
you call it.
how about they join us? How about we the majority? How about we run shit? How about they need
Do
they
we
need to
run
bend to
shit?
us?
Do we really run shit? Do we run
You
shit?
just according to you,
Do
you
we run
just said,
shit?
oh,
Like
you
really? Are we running shit? Or are we crying about what they got? Because
you
if I'm
just
running shit,
said
and if I no,
you
think about this. If I run shit, I ain't crying about what the next man is doing. I'm
you
making
just
moves.
you just
And
said that we
would I
need to
be
bend to
crying?
them.
I never said bend. I said negotiate. The
You
art
just
of
said we need to
negotiation.
join them. That is bending. Is you crazy? Oh my God.
Negotiate. What I'm saying is joining forces and meaning that you go
Negotiate.
and look. Yeah. How else you gonna do it? If you can't beat your enemy, then you have to join
Oh
them in
my
some type
God.
of
So
way.
how? So listen. Oh shit. We
No.
been fighting a white man. We been fighting a white man since we got here. So why we ain't
Man,
bent to
we've been
him? Why
fighting a
we
white
ain't?
man too. You think
So
that
why? So now
there's
we gotta
no
fight two people.
difference?
Now we gotta fight the Mexicans and the white people, huh? Now
No,
and we've still been here.
no,
So now
you're
we become
talking
the fourth party
no.
system.
Well, I'm
Is
talking
you
about
crazy?
this. There's no difference in being black and Mexican. Do you understand that? There's no difference. It's the same.
There's a
Black
big
people got
difference.
hung.
There's a big difference.
No. Let me tell
Is
you
you
something.
There's
black?
a big
Black people
difference,
got
bro.
hung, and
There's a
then
big difference
Mexican
between
people
black
got
and
hung.
Mexican.
No, there's not because they
You gotta
carry
be
that
you
blood in them.
mixed.
There is a
You
how is there
mixed.
not?
There's
How is there not
no.
difference?
Let me explain something. They
He
hung
We're
black
two
mixed.
people.
different
They
people.
hung Mexican people. They
I
talk
ain't
racist
hung
stuff about
nobody.
black people. They talk racist stuff about Mexican people. Right? They
Man,
do. They treat them like
everybody
scum of the
talk.
earth too. They
But
be saying all kind of
just
messed up
because
stuff.
they racist
They
against
do.
Mexicans and racist against black people, that don't mean we're the same
Right.
people.
They go through the
Right.
same hell. They
No, I
take the
said that
Who
same
don't
go
mean
through the
hell.
we're
same?
the same people.
You're not understanding the biggest divider is the white man that's
They go through the
dividing us.
same
So
hell.
then they can't rise. Then we can't rise up against them because at
Who
one
been here
time
longer?
brown and black were fighting against this oppression.
Who been here longer?
Black people.
No,
How's they going through the same thing that we went through? Is you crazy?
because they deal with the Spanish slave masters,
Oh
and the
my
Spanish
God.
Empire was bigger
Is
than the
you
American
we
Empire.
was
It
we were
was.
slaves over there too. What's wrong with you? We were slaves damn near all across the
But if you
world.
Black folks
understand
been
real
slaves
black
all across the world.
history,
Yeah.
we didn't always just stay
If you,
slaves. We rose up
We ain't
against
stay
slavery.
slaves. What the
Yeah.
if it
Yeah,
wasn't
we're
for the
talking
white
about
man?
that. The slave
Listen,
trade was
did
going
the
on.
did the Mexicans free us?
Yeah, the slavery in Mexico.
Oh, I'm
No,
done.
yeah.
I'm
You know,
done.
slavery in
I'm done.
Mexico ended
I'm
in
done. I'm
1824.
done.
No.
I'm
Let's keep
done.
it real.
I'm finna get ready to call you
1824.
Carlos.
Hey, listen.
this is
What
Slavery
was
in Mexico
Brian
ended
dog?
in
What did I
1824.
what did I miss? Because Brian
He
said
must
somebody sound retarded.
he gotta be trolling. He
I
gotta be
think he talking
trolling.
about Carl.
I'm not trolling at all, bro. I've been here a long time.
I
You
think he
gotta
talking
be
about
Anyway,
trolling,
Carl.
man.
no. But what I'm trying to say, 1824, slavery ended in Mexico. When the white people started to try to bring
You
slaves
said
to
Hey, Brian,
Texas,
dog,
you
who you talking
lying.
about, man?
You
they
lying.
freed it
You
in Mexico.
lying.
When you're talking about
You
blackness,
lying.
in the Americas, there was more
You
freedom in the
lying.
Spanish-speaking countries than there was in
Black
America.
Mexican people
We're
never
talking
liked the
about
black people. Let's
Mexico. We're
get that
talking
straight.
about
Let's get
Texas.
that straight. Now let's get that straight. Mexican people
We're
never
talking
liked the
about
black people,
you're
man.
missing. I'm talking about
Now I'm
in
missing the point.
Texas and Mexico. They were free a
Texas.
lot earlier. Yes, they were free. Blacks were free in Texas and
Everything in the
Mexico
South was a slave.
earlier.
You lying.
I'm
Where
not
you getting
lying.
your
They were
history from?
free
Where you getting your
earlier
history
in
from?
Texas and
I
in
will
what
say
parts? When it was
I will
Mexico,
say
they were
I will
free
say that
in
there were some
1824.
blacks who
There
went
was
to
no free.
they went to Mexico and they helped
Oh my God. Oh
They
I
my
can't
went to
think of
God,
Mexico and
G.
they got
called.
their freedom.
There
Not
was
every
okay.
black person
Can
could
I?
run to Canada.
Listening. No, there was no free black man in the South. Period.
Yes, that's not
Period.
true. Texas, they
None.
were
None.
free.
Oh my
In
God.
Mexico, when it was
Especially in
No, you
Texas.
didn't
Mexico
say
Is you
territory, they were
Texas.
crazy?
free.
And he said
It was not
Texas.
Texas
until it.
He's
Texas was the
Yes,
last
and
place.
that's how I know
Texas
he's
was the
trolling.
Texas was the
I'm
He
not.
last
said
place, man. That's
the
what June
last state
19th
that
was
even
about,
tried to
man.
turn. Thank you.
No,
Thank
what
you.
I'm trying to say is
Thank
that
you.
when it was Mexico,
Where you think Hang'em High came from?
Texas.
Where you think Hang'em High came from, my
Well,
boy?
there you go running.
Texas.
There you go
My man
running.
said Hulk Hogan sucks. Yeah, Hulk Hogan kind of broke my heart with that because I thought
Oh
Hulk
man.
Hogan was down for the cause.
Listen, and I'm the first person that give people, like I said, white people shouldn't feel bad about them being white. Like they say, white privilege. Don't nobody give no fuck about none of that shit because it's black privilege now. You know what I'm talking about? We got as much right as the white man as anybody else. We can own business. We could drive the best cars. We can have the best houses. We can mess with white women, any type of women. We can do whatever. The same thing they could do, we could do, man. It's just that, like I said, it's some people that like, want to lean on that type of shit. No, we can't keep being victims. We have to become somebody that's greater than victimhood. And at the end of the day, this just another way to step on a black man neck by putting the Mexicans where they at. They already doing it by the black woman. So okay, we gonna pile on by putting the
Yo, you're
Mexicans
not
right there.
understanding what the white man is doing. He's using brown and black and people against each other so we don't step on his neck.
Why
Well,
you
Because
you
brown
no
and
don't
matter
say
where
that?
he
You
went in the
the brown and
world,
what
black
the?
he
this the
wherever
I
brown and
just
he
black
went in the
the
wherever
oh,
he
brown
what?
and
went in
black
the world,
coalition the
he
brown and black
messed with
coalition
somebody.
fell because black people opened their arms up to everybody in love, and then everybody else spit in our face.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Now say something about that.
Amigo. That's not
I
nobody's
know. I
fucking.
said
That's
He
not
bingo.
no
said
I
spitting
said
in the face.
bingo,
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 B-I,
bingo,
bingo, bingo.
bingo. Now say something
Bingo.
about what he just said.
Bingo about spitting in their face. It's like this.
Yeah.
It's like this. It's
Did
like
you
this. If
did
you
you
carry a
no
shit like
did
a what
you
do you call it?
did you
Nobody
hear
else
what I
spitting in our
hold on,
face.
man, but
Why
hold
do
on,
you?
man, did you even hear what I said before you answer try to answer it?
Right.
Yeah, I
Repeat it.
said that. You said the black man opened up his arms to everybody, but to
I
everybody's.
said the black and brown coalition failed, and that's what black and brown or the diaspora or anybody from any other place. We have always opened our arms up to everybody in brotherhood, and everybody else has spit in our face. And he asked you to speak on that.
About it. I mean, the fight of being black, no matter where you are, is still going on. I don't care if you're way up in Canada, all the way down to the tip of Chile, it's still going on. I can
I
say
mean,
that
did
So
you?
much.
we
So
just need to bow. So we need to just bow to the Mexicans and let them take over our
Why
communities.
are
Let
you
them
so
take over
against
our jobs.
Mexicans?
Let them
Because you
take
know
over
I'm
our
half
spaces.
Mexican American, and I find that like highly offensive
I
because
knew
they
it.
didn't do
I
shit
knew
to
it.
each other.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Everybody
I
knows
knew
that,
it.
but
I
you.
knew it. I'm a beast. I'm a beast. Yeah,
Yeah, how do
but
you
that's why
not
I just
know it?
said that. I wanted to get it out. No, wait. I wanted to get it out because, like you said, you look like a black man right now. So I'm understanding that you majority of what happened is you just damn near 99% black. So you look like a
No, I'm
black man.
50%.
But
No,
the way
no, no.
you
I like
taking up
both
for him,
sides, like what you call it.
I
But no, no. What
understand.
I'm trying
Now,
to tell you is this: that you are talking from a white man's division, right? A division. I don't believe in that division because
but
I
you
said
didn't
that
answer.
oh
You
you
wait,
didn't
he's
answer.
dividing
You didn't
off
answer. You didn't answer
melanated
my
people.
question.
you ain't answer.
Y'all
Why?
went off topic
Yeah,
real quick. My question
right.
was: the black man has opened their arms up to every minority around the
And not all
globe,
of them have
and
spit in the face.
then they have spit in our face,
No, they have
and
not.
then they
Why
expect
the
us. I'm not
I feel
saying
like
every.
not
I'm not
everybody
look.
is. In
I'm not
certain
saying
why the
every. I'm
areas,
Mexicans?
not. No, I'm not saying every individual, right? But if a race in itself constitutes a body, and then I cut off the toes of this body that want to embrace us, that body still exists.
Why do
So the
your
but
body,
people
but
wanna?
at the end of the day, though, you got to delve deeper into this because it's colonialism, the mindset of a Spaniard, of the white man, right? The colonialism of a white man that's in English, the
This is
colonial mindset, what you
beautiful
call
right
it.
here.
Right.
This is
That's where it's
beautiful.
coming from.
but
It's an
how long?
This.
But
thought process.
how long? How
It
long do you
started in
think Black Americans?
1492.
How
It
long do you
started in
think Black Americans
1492.
should hold their arms open though? How long should Black
You
why do
Americans
listen,
keep their
listen,
arms open?
why do
listen.
why
This is
why
what you
why
got
do
to
your
do.
people steal our culture and then try to act like they ain't doing nothing? Like it's just innocent, and then when we come around, they
What are you
reject
talking about
us.
stealing what? What did they take? What did they take? They didn't take
You tell me
nothing. They
what they
made their own
took.
shit.
Why do they look like black people? Why do they act like black
Because
people?
there are
Why do
black
they speak like black
Mexicans
people?
in Mexico. Did you not
No,
know that?
man, no, man,
Yes,
no, man.
yes,
Them pure,
yes, they
no,
do. There
no,
is.
no.
There
We talking
is.
about? Man, we talking about essays. We talking about pure Mexicans that act like
Now
blacks.
you're really getting deep because they live in the
Yeah,
same neighborhoods. They listen to the
but
same music.
but they reject us. But they reject
They don't
us.
reject you. It's all about survival. Do you
Hmm.
understand? Limited resources in the hood makes people around the world act funny because
So
the white man put it there to divide it up. If we're
I
constantly
got him.
fighting each other, right? There's a saying in blood and blood out, Chicanos killing Chicanos, blacks killing black. That's what the Wedo wants. But when we have come together, they won't have nada. So as long as
So
we are killing each other and as long as we have each other's necks, we can't even think about moving to page 2 because we're on page 1.
so
And that's how they playing this thing out.
so
You
when we
guys ain't
turn
seeing
out,
the bigger pictures.
this the bigger picture right here. So when we turn our backs, they stab us in it. You hear me? Like this ain't no
They
game.
is
We
happening, but
understand how these people were. Listen, this is the same thing that the white man been doing, that everybody else been doing. They get on our side because we had the majority vote, the majority of the country. We still a minority, but we still had the majority, and everybody follow us with our
then
culture, the shit. Everybody,
I
hey, listen,
think
listen, 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 listen. Our culture, the shit. Everybody want to be us, but they don't want to be us. So at the end of the
oh,
day,
I
we
can't
try.
let's stop right there. Let's
I
stop right
gotta
there.
listen. I listen. You not letting me talk. I'm saying something right now. Everybody want to be us, but they don't want to be us. So at the end of the day, they creeping in the country, and if they gotta take us out, they will do it 100,000%. They ain't on our side. The white person is not on our side. They trying to find a way to stop us from rising because they know if the black man rise, this country will become ours, and everybody will bend. That's the problem. That's why they put all the obstacles in our way because they know that the black man is more powerful than anything on in this world. Y'all got it. We
Let me
understand
ask you.
this.
Let me ask you this: how many times have you went to the Mexican community and asked for work, asked for food, asked for
Why
anything?
would I do that? Why would I do that
But
when they come to
I'm
our
saying,
community
open
and
up.
asking for all of this stuff?
Listen.
I don't want to
What
sell
I'm trying to
tacos.
see is a dialogue of working together to understand before you just go to war. You have to
I
understand your
don't
people.
want to sell tacos. G.
See,
They come
that's
here.
what you call it. But see,
Listen,
there's
they come
people that's
late,
been here for generation to generation at the same time. Because
and
at the
they
same
voted them
time,
out.
I could look at because at the same time, if I wanted to be silly and petty, I could be like, Arizona is mine before anything. Definitely. Arizona is
They can
mine.
have that shit.
DNA
They can
wise.
have that.
What do you
They can
call
have that. They
it?
can have that.
I link back to
That
Arizona.
that's
California
another
is
state.
mine. All of that Southwest is ours
They can
by
have this shit. It's
DNA wise
burning.
and by blood
They
wise.
they
So
can
what
have
are
it.
you
It's
talking
burning.
about coming over?
It,
They just coming
it's
back to what was
burning.
already theirs.
No. And
So
when
who the
hey,
South? So
even the Mexicans,
who the
even the
Southeast
Mexicans that's
belong to
here,
then?
even the Mexicans that's
But
here, that's been here for the rest of.
outside of that, did
But
you
who the
know there are
Southeast
places?
belong to? Who the
But
Southeast belong to? If the Southwest belong to a
but
particular
outside of
people,
that, though, we could go back further, right?
man, who
And
the
that's
Southeast belong to?
man, and that's not your culture. You man, if you have black, your ass black.
I'm half, and you can't tell me who I am.
Man, you black, man. They will
I'm 50
reject
and
you, man.
50.
They
They
will
don't
You
reject me.
know,
reject you.
you know what the original
No,
saying is
my
you
family
are what
don't
your
reject
father
me.
is. You are what your father's
Yeah,
father is.
they will reject you, man. They already reject the
No, they
Mexicans that's
don't.
here.
I don't listen.
They
Listen.
do
Do you know
reject
the
you,
most problems? They don't reject me. I don't have no problems with them. I
man.
think they
You
agree
need
with
to
me.
when if you go to Mexico, you need to
So
do a
if you went
live and
over
let me
there and
see
start
you.
messing with their women, if you went over there
They
and start
don't. What you
getting
call it?
somebody over there, you won't get fucked up.
They gonna send a cartel
What?
after his ass.
They don't like when we go over there and start messing with their women. You know,
Negrito.
we
You
got
Dog,
what you
soldiers and
call it?
dog.
girlfriend. They go,
See,
You look
what you call it? No, they're not worried about you. If you speak Spanish and you cool, they ain't worrying about you.
okay.
Bro,
All
yeah,
right,
you
I'm
can't
finna
say
get him.
that.
I'm finna get him right now. If I looked at you and a white man looked at you, what we'll think you were?
They wouldn't know. Like, what if
Listen,
I
we ain't
like
asked that. I
literally?
mean,
no,
Like,
listen,
what
like,
you
yeah.
think
listen.
you are.
You
What we
And
stop
no
stop being
matter
a
what you
politician.
try to
Stop
define
being
me
a
as, dude,
politician. Stop being a
no, no, no,
politician.
no, no, no. No matter what you define me as, you can't tell
Oh
me
my
who I am.
God.
You
Lady
can't
T.
tell me who I am, where I'm from, and who my
Lady,
people are.
Okay,
You
Lady,
talking about
Lady
my
T.
skin
understand what
tone.
you're saying, but what would the white man think you are
Hey,
if it was
Why is
you?
the white
Lady
man the
T. What
dominating
do you think
factor?
he is?
He
What
black,
race do you think he is, Lady T?
No, because
a
I
black
got
man.
Mexican features.
Bingo, bingo,
Yo,
bingo.
you let the white man
Nah, bro, you
define
ain't
you.
got no Mexican
Carson,
features, bro.
Carson, you
Man,
want to know
your
when
ass black,
I first
man.
met you, Carson?
Man, listen. Y'all mugs are
No,
thinking in the
no,
Midwest
seriously, this
sense.
is some
When
serious
I'm
shit.
back
I
home
Man,
in
know.
you
What
Arizona,
black,
I
Carson
don't
is
man.
have
saying,
these
what
problems.
Carson
Listen,
is saying, he got
when
the
I
right to
first met you, I
self-identify.
did not know you was mixed at all. I thought you was a black man when I first met you.
That's why I said there are black
Bingo.
Mexicans
But
When
the
and
I
there are
way he
first
black
started,
met
listen,
you,
the
Puerto Ricans
I
that
only,
thought you was a
exist.
full black
yeah,
man.
I had to,
What I'm trying to tell you
I had
is
to
to
probe
open up
him.
your
I had to
mind.
probe.
Listen. You have to basically open up your mind to blackness is
Oh my
more than just what your box is. There are many diversities of
man, the
blackness
color of
around the
your
world.
skin tone, it's my the
No.
color of your
Black
skin
man is
tone
not
is what
that.
defines you, man.
No, it don't.
In
There's
The color
more
of
America.
your
because
skin tone is what
there's
defines you. Yes, it
culturally
do.
and
Yes, it
family
do. Yes,
connections
it do.
that what you call it. You
A
are
white
only thinking
man.
about what you call it. No, the white man's your master. See, there you go. You're thinking
But
about what
The
the white
white,
man has
the
taught
white
you
man that
on a
think you
piece of
black.
paper.
But
No,
the
No,
no.
thing
it's
about
not.
The white
America,
It's
man that
not.
think you
the
black.
thing about America, they
The
don't look
Mexican
at
that
What
think
the
you
white
black.
man think.
the thing
No,
about
they don't.
America,
The
they don't look at
European that think you black.
they look at your face and
I know
define
they
you of what
don't
your
because I
face
got
look
my
like.
paperwork.
Look,
Mexicans
they
that think
look
you
at your
black.
face. They look at your face
No,
and
they
Come
don't.
out of
define
They
you
think
paperwork.
I'm Puerto
what your
Rican or
face look
Cuban.
like.
Why?
Huh?
So you
Why
saying,
do you hate black people?
Who? I don't hate nobody.
Why do you hate black people?
I never
Why do
hated
you
black
reject
people.
your race?
I
Why do
never
you
rejected
reject your
them.
race?
I don't. What I'm trying to
You a
say is
black
that I'm
man.
50 and 50. I'm
You
Blaxican,
not
right? I'm
50-50.
50. Yes,
You
I am.
ain't no such thing. Ain't no
It
such
is
thing. You
true.
100% black, man.
Listen here, just because you've been brainwashed by this
Oh
Afrocentric
my
bullshit,
God.
you
Oh
have
my
been
God.
brainwashed.
why is
You
it
are
bullshit?
only, yeah, it's bullshit because that's the only thing you guys want
I
to
think it's
accept
based
when there's
on
very
dominant and
respect.
recessive. And then what the American law say that if you got any percentage of black in you, then you black.
But that was only to apply to white people because white
What
people
do
wanted to keep their race pure.
what do you
Did y'all
think?
know that?
What do you
Did you
what
know
do you
that
think?
white there were
What
the biggest things because they were
It
trying
had
to
no,
make
it
sure that
wasn't
the
just
white
about white
people.
people. It was
Yes, it
what do you
was. It
think?
was about the white race
what
staying
about the
pure.
red man? What about the
What do
red
you,
man
right?
and all the
What
issues that
yeah.
What
got
about
happened
the red man? What
Yeah.
about him?
with
Yeah. What
Walter
about the red
Plecker and
man?
everybody?
What? That's what I was trying to define.
That
Walter
blood quantum
Plecker.
thing.
Yeah. No. Walter
They
Plecker
weren't
put
really
needle up
red
a
either though.
bond.
It was
No.
some was
Walter
red, but it was
Plecker
black.
put
It was black. It was black
man.
Indians here.
Let me put
They
this
was
on here.
yellow man
Walter
Indians.
Plecker started that Spanish term that comes from the colonial Spanish classifications, right? Their classification was like the Creole was at the top. Then you got
Do
mulatto,
you
mulata at the second. Then you
You
got
was either
negro, negra, and then you got lobo, which is
everything
the
was either
African and
white
the
or
native
Negro.
mixture.
you
There
No,
was no such thing
okay?
as Indians under
See,
Walter Plecker.
no,
this is
but
what the
there
demo
was, but you
this is
had
what
to
the
prove you
Democrats
had
and the
to be on the
feminist shit did
res.
to our country. This is what the feminists and the Democrats did to our country. He's delusional. You are a black man. Real talk, man.
I'm
Ain't no way around that
50%.
shit. You study saying that you trying to join in with somebody that is going to reject you. They not going to know that your ass Mexican when the war start. You here go my papers. They don't give no fuck about no papers. You look
What
like a
war is
black
gonna start?
man. What is wrong with
Man,
you?
what war is gonna start? Really, you're gonna start a war and don't even have the supplies to start a war. They drop a nuke,
We listen,
boom,
I'm
they'd
just
be out.
listen. It's hypothetical. We saying hypothetical. It's just saying hypothetical. We know what
Hypothetically, nothing,
we
man. We're not
know.
prepared. We'll
We
kill
know
ourselves
we.
off before they will.
So you
Will you
said
tell us?
we not prepared. See, that's that Mexican shit talking. We not prepared,
No,
huh?
I'm looking like seriously, like I'm seeing of what it looks like. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like we so what
Oh,
you call
okay.
it?
You right. You right. So when you look at Sexy Red and when you look at all the rest of the little motherfucking entertainers, you say the
I
black
don't like
people is not
sexy red.
prepared.
That's trash. Sexy
Right,
red's
because
trash.
and you look at our culture like it's trash.
No, sexy red's trash. We just had
So
that.
why you saying we not
She's
prepared?
trashy. I would never let my kids listen to that. That's
Why
trash.
why you're saying we as black people is not prepared for anything that goes on?
We're not, because we're crying
Why?
about reparations. We're crying about what the other people doing, which we should be planning for the future, planning for now in the future.
So okay, so do you okay, I understand that.
Instead of you trying to tear me down and tell
I understand. No, I ain't saying you down. We having a discussion.
No, you're not, because you just told me that.
No, we having a discussion because you is. You
I was delusional. Did you not say
you is delusional though? Because you saying you 50% Mexican and they wouldn't care. You think they care about you? You got nappy. Listen, you have a nappy beard. You have nappy. You have curly hair. You have dark skin. You can listen. You are a black man.
No, but don't you listen? You've never been in them countries, because
oh my God,
Oaxaca, Guerrero, Veracruz, you would shut the fuck up and sit the fuck
down. You
down.
sound like a Cuban. Cubans are black.
No. In Oaxaca, Guerrero, Veracruz, Costa China, they're the most blackest Mexicans
and they black,
even darker than you. And you still not talking about nappy. You don't know what
let's go back.
Looks like
now I see it. I see it. So now we got to sit here and say this. Let's go back to history. Who colonated everything? Well, okay, let's go back to history. Who colonated everything from Africa?
Who colonized?
Who was the first? Who was the first people in North America, in South America?
Indigenous people.
Black people.
Black people, man. Come on, man. It's a matter of digital. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Travel back and forth.
Everybody's
the first one.
Man, everybody started. Oh my God.
Outside of the little.
We got the proof. We got the proof. We got the proof.
We got
the proof.
Outside of either,
we got the proof.
Where's the proof?
The proof is the proof.
Let me ask you this: do you come from the first people that was the Negroes that was in America? Yes or no? Do you DNA match to those people? Yes or no?
Yes.
We don't have their we don't have their DNA.
No, I do. I do. I'm glad he asked that. I'm glad he asked that. I do. My family is Cherokee.
Oh my God.
My family. Wait.
They don't even have.
But now here's the thing.
My family. Listen.
Carson,
my family.
Unless you dig
my family.
Can't nobody say who had DNA.
Nobody can say that truthfully and be honest.
I can.
People travel all over the world. You were just going off of Afrocentric feelings.
I'm not doing that. My shit is rooted.
What we can say is that historically we got paintings to know that the people who they said was in the Southeast and all of that were Negro. We know that Negroes
we only still going off of what the
before we migrated up north.
My family came.
The South.
We came from Africa. My family.
Before the Southeast, everybody was in South America.
We came from Africa.
Migrated back and forth from Africa.
No, listen.
South America.
Pangea was the ultimate continent. People was going back and forth.
Pangea
and people
did not exist. That's a
listen.
Concept.
You not. Come on, man.
How do you know Pangea?
See, this is what I'm talking about. How you? This is what I'm talking about. He got a time machine.
It's a concept.
It's not a concept. It's not
all the continents.
Yes,
it's
all
not.
The continents match up to be
man. All the listen. All the concept.
All of them out of Africa.
Historical fact that Pangea
It's a historical fact that Pangea existed. Pangea connected all continents.
Nobody knows how the Earth was
They matched it up, bro.
Oh my God!
This is the craziest thing. Listen, we don't even know what our first day on this planet was like when we first came out. So how the hell we know what really happened?
Why would you know how your first day, man? You motherfuckers don't even know what they ate yesterday. You talking about why would we know about our first day? But we know when it's we know when
we only know the date that we were told according to
we know the day when it's we know the date. We know that
we ever learned is by somebody else.
I just feel like
we know the date. We know the
Here's why I
date that
say
the world.
Pangea existed for me based on this fact right here. Out
Scientific
of Africa, the out of Africa theory is based on white supremacy, meaning that they felt like that people evolved from apes, and at the end of that, white people are the superior person. So when you say
But
that
see,
everybody,
my
hold
biggest
on,
thing
hold
is that
on, hold on,
fact.
existed.
hold
You
on,
keep
man,
getting
hold
me
on.
wrong.
Let me
Slow
finish
down, man.
real quick,
Hold on.
man. So if you believe the out of Africa theory, that means you believe what the person who created it thought, and they thought that white people were the ultimate
See, he on some Mexican shit, man.
evolution
No, I don't ever.
for that.
This is what I go off of. You know
So
the merengue,
That's
The
the
dumb.
Pangea
music.
thought
I look
process
at
for me
music and
means
where the music come from.
everybody was either seeded on this planet as alien from aliens on each continent, or we was already here a long, long, long time ago before
I
the
remember.
separation of the continents.
Okay, you right though,
I
and I
believe that we
believe
came
I
from the
believe in the
ground.
anarchy. I believe in the anarchy, but I
The
also
Anunnaki.
believe that it
The
was the
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
I believe that
Anunnaki.
it was. I
And that's
believe
a
that it
white
was
man's concept too, the
Hananams. No,
Anunnaki.
it's not. No, it's not. This shit is
Yes,
in the
it
Yes,
is.
Bible.
Man,
concept.
the
This shit is in the
Anunnaki is not
Bible.
in the Bible.
Meso
No,
This
it's
shit is
not.
in the
It's not called
Bible.
man,
It
he
Anunnaki.
said like
You
is.
do
it,
not call those people
It
Anunnaki in the Bible.
is. It is anarchy. It is, man. It's in the
No, those are
not the
not
St.
called
James.
It's
Anunnaki.
called the
There's no
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. What
Is it?
The
scripture says the
Anunnaki.
Is no? Is in the
Anunnaki?
they
The
called the
Anunnaki.
I knew. It's the I knew.
But the I knew.
I knew it's in the Bible. What scripture? I'm about to look this up.
What's
Bro,
I
the
can look at
what's the
any
law?
what do
No,
verse.
you
no, no,
let
no,
me
no.
ask you this.
What's the lost Bible?
What do you think
What
Goliath came from?
what's the lost Bible
Yeah,
name?
Goliath
the
was
giant.
just a tall person because people were short back then and they
Man,
were
listen.
tall.
This how you
The
setting
He
Bible
him
said,
up.
said
he
giant.
said a 30,
The
a
What's
30
Bible
the
said the giants
But we're
came
talking
from
about the
angels
Anunnaki in
sleeping with.
particular. We're
Yeah,
what's
talking
the
about
giant
that.
lost
You
30
told me that the
story fucking
Anunnaki,
tall.
the name Anunnaki is in the Bible. I just want to know
I
what
what's the
scripture
knew.
where the Anunnaki is
It's
in.
I knew. Bros, I knew.
what's the
That sounds
lost
like
what's
it's
the
Egyptian. I knew.
listen,
The place
what's the
the Canaan was filled with the descendants of the I knew. When they
what
came
is
and said
the
we were like grasshoppers in their sight.
what's the lost Bible name that they just recently found that they didn't
That
want published, that they didn't
you
want
talking
nobody to
about
know about?
you talking about the book of Eli. I mean
Bang,
Enoch. The book of
Enoch,
Enoch.
bingo,
You got
bingo.
Yeah,
Open and you can
yeah.
read that one.
King
Now look
James
in the book of
16:11.
Everybody
look
knows
in the
about
book
the
of
book of
Enoch.
Enoch.
Look in the book of
But
Enoch. It's
but
gonna
the
let you
book
know
of, if you
everything.
ever looked at the book of Enoch, it doesn't flow like the rest of the
You
Bible. It flows totally
because it's
different.
something that
Well,
was exiled. They know, but
Rome.
they didn't want you to
Out
know
the
about
Bible.
that.
But
No,
here's
I
the thing,
think that
though,
it's
William.
more
You had William
historical.
Shakespeare. You had William Shakespeare, and you had other artists to help create the Bible and make it flow the way that it flows now. Prove me wrong.
Listen, from the time of our existence,
But
from
there were a
beginning.
lot of other people that wrote.
Wait. Can I speak? From the time of our existence, right? Listen, we've been put in a time place that nobody ever knew about. We had to keep digging up bones. We had to keep digging up like weapons or digging up some type of artifacts to understand where we came from.
Look,
If you look
Indian
through,
civil,
wait. If you look
Eastern
through
Indian.
every,
Hold on,
if
Eastern
no,
Indian,
nah, you
East
not getting away
Indian
with this.
civilization.
If you look,
East,
you
look,
not getting away with this.
East,
I'm finna
East,
debunk all of this. If
East,
you look through
East
You
every
Indian
can't
piece,
debunk
civilization goes
somebody's
back
even,
further
belief.
than the Bible.
even, even through what you call it, the Mexicans, the Mexicans,
The
the
OMAC,
what's no, the Mexicans that came back in the days, the ones that was killing people for sacrifice and shit like that.
Aztec.
The
Uh,
Mexica,
the
Mexica,
Aztecs.
That's
No,
that's
okay,
not the
them.
right name.
No,
They
what was
didn't
the
call
big ones?
themselves that.
No, the big ones.
Mexicas.
No, the
You
big
got the
ones.
Incas.
Everybody
You
talking
got the
about.
Aztecs.
Mexicas.
You got the OMACs.
The Incas
Incas.
was not in Mexico. They was in
No,
Peru and they
the
was
ones
in
that
Bolivia.
They the
no,
same people, bro.
They're two separate people, two separate
we
languages.
the ones we found they had a pyramid with steps over. It's a movie even made about these motherfuckers, man.
That's the
You mean the
Aztecs.
Maya?
The Maya,
Oh yeah,
bingo,
the Maya.
bingo,
Yeah,
bingo,
Maya.
bingo,
The Maya
bingo,
are in the
bingo.
southern part of Mexico
Just
in
oh my
Guatemala.
God!
Mexico,
I'm
still
glad you know
Mexico.
that. I'm glad you know that.
Yeah, and
Now,
parts of Belize.
okay, yeah. Now the Mayas, they have the same artifacts, the same structure, the same everything is the people over there in the European countries. Everybody has the same structures, the same documents, the same tale,
No,
but
they don't look the
none of this
same,
happens.
bro. I
How? They
think
say the
that
aliens can't. Oh my
because
God.
listen. I think that people were told by spirits how to build things beyond this world, how to build things. I think people are smart
But how did
enough
they
to
do it
how to
though?
be
Man,
taught.
it take them thousands of years to build them pyramids and shit. They ain't had
But how did
technology.
So
they do?
Man, you
Look,
don't
how did
know
the
what was
Mayans? Yeah,
available
how
back
did
look,
how
then.
did
man.
how did the Mayans build a how did the Mayans build a
We
pyramid
don't
the
know
same as the
because we
Look,
Egyptians?
weren't
man.
How did
there.
the
You
Egyptians
know
the same as the Aztecs? How did
the issue is
man
Man,
listen?
how
their
did they
structures
do
don't look the
precision?
same.
How did they do precision cuts
It's
on the stone?
pyramids in China. It's
How did they do
pyramids in China.
There's
precision
Well,
pyramids
cuts
for
on
hey,
every
they
last
stones?
didn't have
land in the
TV,
world.
so they
There's
used all
pyramids
of their time
everywhere.
and energy.
How did they do precision
Oh
cuts
my
on the
God! Stop it.
stones, man? How did they do precision cuts on the stones and then lay the shit so
The
perfect? There was
Because
technology
the
they
that
Mayans
just
said the
looked at
people.
it. That
we don't
people were
have
The
today.
smarter.
Mayans.
You got to understand something. When you don't have TV, you don't have all these
TV.
distractions. Yeah, and
Oh
people
my
watch
God.
TVs or on YouTube. What I'm
Bro,
trying
there
to
is
tell you
no
is
way
that
to cut the stone
people
the
are
way that they cut the
distracted.
stone.
People are very
So you need
intelligent.
TV. So you need TV to teach you how to cut a stone brick that's
No,
eight
all I'm
thousand
saying is
pounds.
that's where you're wrong. You're misinterpreting my words. What I'm trying to say is that TV and modern technology is a distraction of what you could be. Because if you constantly thinking and coming up and trying things and you got limited time, what could
We
you
Bro,
don't
not?
even
they
have.
Perfect
got
Listen,
example. Perfect
thousands of
example. I
pounds of
watch a lot
stone.
of prisoners are very ingenious about the things that they come up with. Why? Because they have nothing but time.
That's
When
simple
you
shit
have
they come up with.
nothing but time
That's
and
simple
nothing
shit the
else,
prisoners are doing, big dog.
but it's not simple stuff. Some of that is very
man,
It's simple.
intricate.
They ain't figured out how to get the
But
fuck up out the prison.
that ain't got
So it
nothing to
don't
do with
matter.
when you out. when you.
you don't know. Hey, this man, what you call it? Hey,
Fuck all of
They
that
hey,
shot
shit,
it.
they're
bitch.
not.
They
They're not really
when
thinking
you
on
ain't
that
got.
level. But I bet if they did, they would.
Man,
He said
fuck all
they
that
just
shit.
When
shot
you out. When
Well,
you out in
moving
the
past
streets.
that, my biggest thing is this: when you have nothing but time, space, and to meditate, to talk to these different beings,
Niggas was
building on what you call it.
gatherer hunters back in the day. We are
They ain't had
industrial
time
age.
Not
either.
We
everybody was
was
What is
gathering
wrong?
hunters.
Oh
Certain
my
people lived in
God.
cities. Certain
they
people
didn't have the
decided to
tech.
You
live
just
in
debunked
cities
yourself.
eventually.
Motherfuckers didn't have technology to do all the
You
things
just
that has
debunked
been
yourself,
done back in
man.
the day, bro. I'ma
When did
just
them
say
people?
it.
People lived, not
When did them?
everybody was hunter gatherer. Certain people lived in
They
cities
was hunter gatherers,
When
bro.
did them people ever have time to do any of this shit?
because not
They
everybody
was
was doing
told
the
they were
same shit.
slaves. They were slaves. They wouldn't have had time either if they wasn't being whipped and told and beat and starved and killed. What
You
you
wouldn't make
talking
slave.
about?
Listen. Slaves would
Why
not make
we
great
didn't see
builders
anything that we created in the industrial age from 2,000 and 3,000 years ago. We don't have any evidence of that.
We can't even do what them boys done did back then.
Now, unless there was a civilization that was here before that is died out or left the planet, um, we didn't man
We
as we
just
know him
told you
had
the
nothing to do with
Anarchy.
that.
We told you the Anarchy though.
To
We
me, the
told you.
Anunnaki is just a
Anunnaki.
knockoff for to me, Anunnaki is just
Oh
one of
my
those
God.
things. A concept. It's never really been proven. It's just
So
a theory.
would you rather
Oh
call
wait.
them no, Carlton would rather call them fallen angels, right? Instead of
Yes,
Anunnaki.
fallen or the spirits. Yeah, or more or
No, they had
less.
to
Yeah,
be in the flesh, bro.
I would
They were
challenge you.
definitely
I
in the
would challenge
flesh.
you to go back and look at, like I said, the Book of Enoch, man. Then go
The
back
book
and
of
look at
Enoch
the
talks about
Mayans.
the fallen
Yeah,
angels.
yeah. Go back and look at the Mayans and go back and look at all these ancient books,
They
and
said
then just go.
spirits told them from
Wait,
Genesis
wait.
talk
above.
about it.
They
Genesis talk
wasn't
about
Just
spirits,
go,
bro.
Yeah,
They
that's
was
what
year
they
they
by
was
were
year
flesh
by
called,
and
year.
blood.
spirits.
Let you know
They
that
was flesh and blood, bro. They was
the
flesh and
Anunnaki
blood.
was here, G. The Anunnaki was here, man. The aliens, they was
Yeah,
here.
in
They
human
still
form.
here.
Okay, but they were in
And they
human
coming
form,
back.
but they were still spirits.
And
That's
they
what
coming
in
back.
human.
While we sitting here listening to Cardi B twerking and all that shit,
Man,
they
can we
gon' they
get
gon'
off of that trash
they
woman?
gon' they gonna catch
That's
us. They gonna
trash.
catch us. They gonna catch us off guard when we was supposed to be doing something,
Oh, ain't
and
nothing,
we ain't
I'm
doing it.
gonna say, cause ain't nothing we can do if them boys show up. Ain't nothing we can do about it at all.
Yes, we can.
Ain't
There's
nothing.
many things
No,
you
we
can
can't.
do.
No, we
Yes, you
can't.
can.
No, we
Yes, you
can't.
can.
No, we
That
can't.
if
We
you don't believe
we
in
shoot
something
we
bigger than that,
we shooting down their technology in order to try to rebuild and shape some of our own. Them boys got us. Listen, y'all don't want no alien invasion. That shit dead. I don't.
I do
That
believe
shit
that
dead.
there are ways to stop them, but we haven't dig deep enough. Whatever the
You
fuck
talking about?
we ran
You
them away
talking about?
before, but that's
You talking
lost knowledge.
about? I understand. I feel you, but you talking about somebody that's centuries and centuries and eons,
Yeah,
and just
ain't nothing we can do
they.
but bow down or die.
That's nasty. That's nasty. Like
man, in the
they
end part of the Bible, it talks about where all of the earth would try to battle with the creator. So it's gonna go
do we
down
got
regardless.
do we got ships that can go in the water and then come back up without no problem, and then go into space without no problem, and then come back beam and zap a motherfucker without no problem? Hell no,
And
we
You
don't.
dis-
don't
That
know what
and
technology the
disappear.
government really got. You don't know.
whatever technology we got, we stole it from them by shooting them down.
Man, don't you know they've been having technology since World War II? The US technology has they
Yeah,
learned from the Germans.
by
They didn't
shooting the
shoot
aliens
nothing
down.
down. No,
Oh my
that's
god. Oh
not
yeah, this over.
no.
Yeah, yeah, this over.
Before that, they learned it from the Germans because the
They
Germans
ain't
was
learned
having
anything from the Germans. The only thing they learned from the Germans is how to kill people. What
man,
is wrong
you
with you?
disillusioned. Paper, it's called Operation
Rockets?
Paperclip.
No, Rockets do not it. Rockets is ill-informed right now. Rockets, we shouldn't even be using rockets because you're right. They got technology that they stole from the aliens that they shot down instead of they regenerated it, remade it into ours, and now we can have free electricity if we wanted to, but they're not gonna give it to us. You know why?
Do you
Because
understand that Hitler and his group of scientists will always contact the occult, which is
do
spirit?
you understand that Hitler and his scientists was brought over here by the United States of America to
That's
do
what
the
I was
same
gonna
thing
get
that they
to.
was doing? I
Yeah,
know what I know.
Operation Paperclip, bro.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that don't mean that they listen. Listen. That ain't came from none of this shit came from no Germans. They shot down spaceships
Yeah,
and
They
yeah.
we
who did?
made
I'm
They
them.
trying to
knew
tell
Hitler and
you,
them
the
they
Germans
had
had this
information back
technology
then.
by talking to
Well,
spirits,
the Germans did bring some technology over here,
and they
like
talk to
the
spirits.
atomic bomb.
Okay,
We got the atomic bomb, and they
right,
worked on
TNT,
the Philadelphia experiment and all of that.
TNT,
But
gas bombs.
I believe they already had some technology. They found a lot of stuff here, but
They didn't
Hitler and
have
them was
shit
like
that
deep.
can.
They
Hitler
said
They
and
the
them
didn't
was
have.
deep in the
Jews
occult.
brought that
They
over,
they
whatever.
didn't they didn't they didn't have shit that can hover over or use. I mean, fly without
That's not
proportions. Or
true.
they ain't had
There
nothing.
was a lot of
They did.
stuff the
did
Germans had.
it wasn't because of them. No, the Germans only had killing issue. Listen,
No, they
Germans
said they
only
had
perfected
advanced
murder.
technology. No, they had
Germans only
advanced
perfected
technology.
murder. You heard what he said. You heard what he said. They only brung the atomic bomb, the rocket propulsion, that type of stuff. The gas
Man, there
mask. I
was
mean, not the
probably
gas
more.
mask, but
Listen, listen. Are they going to tell the public anything really? Or are they only going to give
they
you bits and
didn't want
pieces?
to. They didn't want to tell us that. that they bring the
But
Germans over here,
yeah,
let
but
them
I'm
get
just
secret
trying. I'm thinking
identities.
there's more. There has to be always more.
For
And what
me,
I learned
for
when I
me,
took Homeland
what about
Security,
that? What about what they was doing with the psychic wars? Taking
And
people
and
remote
we had
viewing and shit.
listen, and we had that. And where did that come from? Where did that come from? Where did
I
that
think
come
that was a
from?
so. I think that was a
That came
Soviet.
from the anarchy. That came from out of this world type shit. That's the only like psychic type shit, like you third body,
yeah, it's
third
called
mind.
a
Like
cult.
that's
Yeah,
the only thing you could get where you enter yourself and you enter your being where somebody can you can transport yourself somewhere else and see what's going on. That ain't got nothing to do with no damn Soviets. What they was focused on was mass murder, how we can kill people in bunches. That's what the
and
Soviets is
that's what
on.
the spirit realm is about. That's the whole thing is
You
how
saying
can we
that
knock this people
you
off
saying that
so
they
we follow?
had you saying that they had ways of building up the electricity to where we can have free power and have
All of
flying
that. You
machines
don't
without
think the
proportions.
spirit
They
realm
didn't
is
do
a
that.
lot smarter than
They
what
didn't
you
do
think
that,
they are?
dog. They
I
didn't
think
do
they
that.
are very
They didn't
smarter.
do that. They didn't do that. I
War
refuse.
comes from, if you know anything, war comes
I
from
believe that's
above.
what the pyramids was about. Something
They
about some
didn't
type
do
of
that.
energy power grid.
Hey, what's the name of this? I'm a what's my guy? Go and look at this guy name. He do the Wi-Files. Just type in Wi-Files on YouTube and
Mhm.
watch his channel. He's gonna let you know everything about everything, and he's gonna debunk it for you. So
Man, debunking
I'm
is
gonna
if
put
you
you on that.
believe.
No, I'm
I'm
saying
just like,
he's gonna debunk it for you. It ain't like he's just gonna lead you on. He's gonna let you know if it's true or
but you
not.
know what? I'm just at the point at 39. It's all what you want to believe, even if
You
somebody.
can't do that.
Hell nah.
Man,
No.
Hell nah.
It ain't
it's at
Hell
bullshit.
the end of
nah.
the
You
day,
gotta go
you
by
could tell
facts.
me
No.
something or tell anybody stuff, but if they want to believe, and how can
Above
it
all
apply to their
things,
life?
above all things, get understanding, bro. And so, with that being said, I want to seek out every fact. I want to seek out every
Bingo.
fact. You're not gonna be able to tell me, oh, the Bible was this and the
You
Bible
gotta
was
get
that.
the facts.
So back when I was younger, you could tell me everything about the Bible, right? But then when I get older and I learned how it was constructed, and I knew there was more than 66 books in the Bible, uh,
Bingo.
King James 16:11. So I'm like, well, what happened to those other books in there? And I need to know all of that kind of stuff. So when I find out all that kind of stuff, then I need to find out what Rome did. What did the Catholic Church do? So when I find out that, I might feel a certain kind of way now about even the creation of the Bible.
Why did they feel the need to hide the book of Enoch? Why did they feel the need? Because it
The
had
book
more
of Jasher.
Because
The
it
book
Book
of
has
of
Jasher.
Jasher,
Jasher,
yeah,
everything.
Jasher,
the book
Enoch.
of Willard, the book of Willard.
Why
They
they
had a
feel the
book
need to hide that?
of
The whole Apocrypha.
the
Yeah, why did
apocrypha.
they feel the need to hide that? Because a lot of that in that is true. It's the part where people need to know and they didn't want them to know. They wanted to make their own history. A lot of this shit is just man made. But once you go back and start doing your research and understanding a lot more, then you'll get more understanding. It ain't
But
going
my
to look at
biggest
one.
question is, what are you going to do with
Don't
all this knowledge? What will you do?
you have to spread it.
He
You
said,
have
"What
to
you gonna do?" You sound like
you
one of them old school Christian
yeah.
people. All right,
You
so
have
now
to
you know
spread
what
it.
No,
you
but
gonna do with it.
outside of that,
The
how's it going to
same
affect your life?
right.
No,
I have
any
to.
type of knowledge,
What
what
good
you
is
going
it
to
for
use
your
it?
salvation? You
That's
should have
what
said
we
it like
doing.
that. You
That's
should have
what we
said, "Now
doing
you
now.
got all that information. What good is it for your salvation?" That's what you should have said, because that's
That
what
and
the
that's
old school preachers
and you
say.
right.
It's
And he
not
was
even
right when he
about
said,
that. No, no, no. When you walk, I don't care if it's black bear medicine bag and you got these herbs, but you're sick and if you never use them, right? Or if you're like Andre with flipping houses and selling books and you never flip a house. You feel what I'm saying? But you got the knowledge. You feel what I mean? If you
you see
never
what we
use
doing
it.
you see
Yeah.
what we doing on this channel right now? This is called
Right.
informing people. This is what we doing. We informing people. We letting them get in tune with what's really going on, so they can do the research and they can better themselves and they can spread the word. Because once you start to understand what you are, then you can start to let people know who they are, and then they can let other people know. This is the same thing how Christianity started. It's the same way how everything started. Knowledge is the key. And once you have knowledge, then you can prepare yourself for better structure. That's all it is.
And one
Most
mind
people
spark
have,
another mind. Like
yeah, one,
that's
most,
how you got your Lutherans, that's how you got your Protestants, and that's how you got your
yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses, because people took a piece
And
of it and ran
Baptists
with
and
it.
Apostolics and
I love
Latter
it.
Day
I
Saints,
love it.
and
You
that's a
know,
reason.
but you didn't even have to say that because that's what I was saying. Even when
I
even if
didn't
you
want
go
nobody
to,
to feel left out. I had to say
You say that.
well,
everybody.
then you got to keep on going. Then,
He
That's
said,
all the ones I know. That's all the Christian faith that I know.
then you got
As
to
far
keep
as
going, bro.
Islam,
It's a
hey,
Nation of
thousand,
Islam, I know
Every
Sunni, Shiite,
denomination, every church,
hey,
every
in
denomination,
this,
every church. Shit.
and all of them belong to Rome. They
The
are the
What
Roman
hey,
daughters of
about what
Catholic
Rome.
about
Church,
the Hasidic?
the,
What
the
about the
Roman,
Hasidic
the
and the
Roman. Hold on, Carlton. Hold on, I'm
The
finna
Roman
come on
Catholic
everything.
Church
The
is the
Roman
mother
Catholic
of
Church
all
controls every
denominations.
denomination.
I don't think so. I think certain
what
do
I'm getting
better
to,
with Rome and the Catholic Church.
what
I
I
think they
what
be
I
better.
started what I started to understand is a lot of religions is just fucking plain wrong anyway, and it's beginning with the Christian relations with God and the relations with a lot of things. Because what is God? Who is God? Well, we know
Nobody
now.
knows nothing.
Well, what we know now is Anunnaki started a lot of things with their DNA that was injected in us, that transformed us to make things happen
Those
in their
things were
image.
knocked off. Those things
It's
were
not
knocked
knocked
off.
off. It's not
Yes, it
knocked off. It's the
was.
truth.
It was.
See,
They ceased to exist.
the next
It
time we
definitely
come
ain't knocked
on,
off.
They weren't.
the next
Hey,
time
I don't come from them. I come from Noah's
you
sons. Okay.
do know Noah's
No, I
son
come
come
from
from them.
Which
Noah's
son?
sons.
Which son
Noah's
did you
son come
say?
from them. The
Which
first man they
son?
made the listen. They made the first
What
man.
did
His
Ham? Them son, the
What
his
did
father of
name
what
was
did
LeBron
You
Noah
Amu.
came
look
from
like?
him? You came
The
from him?
first
Yeah.
the
What
We're
did
not
first
talking
Noah's
son.
about you came from
Noah's
him.
father
The
look like when
first
he
the
came
first
out?
the first man was the first man was called
They
what?
was afraid
It
of
was
letting him
they
when he
said
came out.
they said
He
they
came
said
out white, looking like
that
He
one
said he
of
came
the
from
fallen
him.
angels.
You know,
Come
the
on,
first
him
man.
is the
Looking
progenitor
like
of the
what you call it.
Africans.
the
Him
first
is the
man they
Man,
progenitor of the
whatever.
Africans.
Man, y'all got
listen the
African
first
blood in y'all. Y'all
No, we
offensive
everybody
don't,
got
sometimes.
we
African
don't.
blood in them.
They
Everybody
don't,
We
got
but
came,
African
we
blood
some
in
came,
them.
black people
no,
don't
the
think they got
If
slave,
that
African blood.
if
the
that
I didn't say
black
no
you
Americans
100%
look,
came from
here's
Cuba.
African,
here's
but
here's my
you
beef
got
with that.
features
The
from
If
Anunnaki.
all
We
Africa.
life
came from
if
them.
all life came
No,
if
we're
y'all
not
say that all
talking
life
about all life.
originated
We're talking
if
about
you
U.S.
say if
Negroes
you
here.
say if
Son,
you say all life originated in Africa,
No, we're not saying that.
then
We're saying
hold
Black Americans.
on,
We're
hold
not
on.
no,
saying
no,
If
because it
all
did.
life
Listen
originated
to
It
what
in
I'm
did.
going to say.
Africa,
I'm
No, it
talking about
did.
this
then
of the slave trade.
your Japanese is African,
No,
your Chinese
no.
is
No, it's
African.
not.
Okay, okay.
This is my
Now
biggest
let's
thing. If
go.
you believe in the
Come on,
Bible,
man.
This is
and if
where
you know that,
Pangea. This is where
no, if you
Pangea come.
believe in the Bible
Let me.
about Noah's sons, then you know they spread out throughout the earth.
Okay, hold on. Let him cook, and then can I cook? Can I come in
But
real quick? Go ahead.
Now, let Kenny talk.
this
Tell
is
me
where
about
we
Don't say
Noah's
no,
son.
Carlton.
No,
this
tell me
is where the
about Noah's son.
Pangea.
Okay,
What
Noah's Ark, they said it
Hold
landed
on.
in
Let him
Turkey,
cook, and
right?
then
Like
let
Carlton,
the
me say
Carlton,
something.
Carlton,
current
Kenny
man.
talking. Carlton, Kenny talking
Go
about
ahead.
Pangea. Hold on.
No,
Right.
hold
I
up. No. Hold up. Let Carlton cook real quick about Noah's sons, and then I want to rebuttal him real quick.
Okay, Noah's sons,
Because
they
he think
said
we all came from
that
him.
no,
Okay.
yeah. Current man comes from Noah's sons, according to
Okay.
what they say. Say you come from Noah's sons, according to the Christian's way. That's where
Uh
you
huh.
came from, because no other man was left over but them. And man
Uh
spread
huh.
out through all of the earth, not just in
Hey,
Africa, but
Doug,
throughout the whole earth.
do me a favor, man. Go on
And
your
but
phone real
then they
quick
went.
and look up the definition of ham on the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary. Hey,
Nobody's looking up him. But even
go
now,
ahead.
modern Black American carries a lot of DNA from Africa, and I feel like you guys are in denial
Okay.
since the past
I think got a little
200
nah.
Okay.
years
I'm
So
not
I
in.
know,
I'm
dating
not.
no,
Yahweh.
but hold on,
I
Carlton.
ain't
So
saying that there
what's your
wasn't any
point?
Black indigenous people,
What's your
but
point?
my point is this: that you got to accept all your ancestors. both the
Okay, but what does
Africans
that got to
and the
do with
Black
Noah?
indigenous
What that got to
ancestors
do with
and the
Noah?
white
Man.
Europeans that were your slave
All
masters
right,
that your
so he went
ancestors
off
too.
topic. Doug, can you please read me what the Zondervan Bible Dictionary say
Oh
about
my
him?
God, I don't want to hear this bullshit. I'm out.
This is Zondervan's
Why
Bible
is it
Dictionary.
bullshit? Why is
Look,
He
it
he
always
gone.
bullshit?
run.
You want
He
to think,
gone.
you want to say what you think, and then you want to
He
run.
always
You
run.
hear the real shit.
That's
This is
why
what
I ain't
I'm
gonna let
talking
him
about.
Plus, I ain't gotta look
next
him
show.
up.
I ain't gonna let him
If you
back
want to
up
be, if you want to be
since
critical
he
about
wanna
it,
run.
we all came from Shem and not him.
No,
The African
Doug,
came
read
from Shem.
Doug,
I
read.
ain't looking up. I ain't even looking up.
Don't even look it up because at the end of the
No, because
day, I sit there and
I want Doug to read it real quick, man.
if I can sit there and say that the whole continent was together and it was called Pangea and life started in Africa. Everybody traveled.
Zondervan Bible Dictionary
Yeah,
definition of ham.
everybody traveled. Nobody stayed in one place. Everybody traveled, went out, they and explored and did their thing. I mean, people started in Africa and they spread it out. See the oldest recording of
Do you got
Jerusalem,
it, Doug?
the oldest recording of Jerusalem, you can look at it. They was all black people. Everybody was black people. Then once the continent started to cool and started to do their own thing and started to break up, most people was left on one side of the continent, the other one was left on the other side of the continent. So that's how you got different races. Everybody came from one place, but once the continent started to break up, then you got different races everywhere. That's how you got the Chinese.
Doug.
That's how you got the
Ham
Europeans.
is, hold on, Kenny. Ham is the name of one of Noah's sons. The name of Ham is Hebrew, and
Doug,
he's
I
a
said look up Zondervan's Bible Dictionary
Zondervan's Bible Dictionary.
of ham. Definition: who is ham?
So do y'all
According to
know
Zondervan's Bible Dictionary.
the Bible called the first man Adam, and the Anunnakis called their first man Amu.
Carlton always try to run, man, when he know when the real truth. They say the wicked flee when no one pursueth. Like I don't want to have to get on my Hebrew stuff because I know.
So who is Amu then?
It's a Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham slash not the Negroes. Say
But
Ham, the youngest son. Huh?
Okay, go ahead. Read the whole
It
definition.
said, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
Hold on, progenitor.
Progenitor, yeah, okay, progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, not the Negroes,
but
the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Libyans and the Canaanites.
So that's all the other black people.
All
Bingo.
the Africans.
It put the Negroes somewhere other than Ham. And this is the Bible Compact Bible Dictionary.
The
Come on, man. Don't play with me. I got too much research.
The Negroes
Right.
came from Ham.
But
Come on,
what we saying? That's what we trying to tell them. That's what we trying to tell them. Yeah.
We way different than the other people. We was already here.
8. Yeah. So they said Adam.
We might be the Anunnaki. She is not far as we are.
Yeah. That's why the white people don't want us to know that we was the original rulers of the earth. We came from them. The Anunnaki came.
Why you think our skin complexion and our bone structure is different than Africans?
They can do all that Hollywood shit all they want to about the Egyptians and all that shit. We all know they was black. How the fuck you gonna be white in 130-degree weather? Come on, man. Come on, man. Make that shit make sense.
He always run though. That's what I don't like. That when you start bringing out the facts, he run.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
you pull out the books, I don't want to hear that. I'm out. He always do that. Like
what?
If I was to say if you brought out the facts, then I think it's only fair that if I can bring out the fact, like you Bible
listen to it.
if we going off
Listen,
of the Bible, and I say, okay, Zondervan's Bible Dictionary is a well-known Bible dictionary, and it say that the Negroes are not not from Ham. Who the fuck
But
do we
from
belong
Sam,
what
to then?
what
We
I
not from
tell
that
him,
side. We not from that side of the world. That's the real thing. When
what
they
I
came
told
over here,
him,
they know who they found when they came over here.
what I told him is look at every part of the historic facts, man, and you will find out what's really going on. The Anunnaki was the ones who boost us up to where we are now. Like they saying like we had a big gap between caveman into what we are today. Like look that up.
and then
DNA
they
was structured
disappeared, and then they just disappeared out of nowhere. It's like, where the fuck did they go?
because
They,
it was a war. It was a war. That was with the what they call it Atlantis and all that shit was destroyed when they had the war and they had the I'm talking about the great divide between them and their people.
But
And
look at what
but
India
you
say
know,
to
they said they
Gia Vita or
disappeared. So
whatever.
like the only place
India,
they go was up.
but guess
India's
what?
text, India's East Indian texts talk about the wars that happened and how they was dropping
Yeah,
bombs and they had the
of
UFOs or the Venomers and they was
of
doing all kind of shit that
of unknown of
we still think
unknown
they was
status
making up shit.
of
But no,
unknown
they was
status.
driving. They had UFOs. They was doing shit, and
It
India
says
documented it.
it says that the guys had unimaginated weapons of power and mass destruction that destroyed lands and all of that shit. Who had that back then? These motherfuckers had spears and rocks and sticks and whatever. Come on, man. Who had that?
Slingshots.
Yeah, who had that back then? They was at war between what they were gonna do with us. Every religion has the same ending. The Great Flood. Come on, man. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Everyone, Chinese, Indian, American, Native American, whoever was alive back then has the same ending. It was a great flood. And it's documented that it was. Come on, man.
One of
They
the
wanted
biggest
to
things
wipe
for
us out.
me is if we leave Earth and then we talk about the asteroid belt around our solar system, you have certain civilizations that say there was a planet that was destroyed. In the
Huh.
Bible talk about I just had the name
They
in
give
my
it different
mind.
names. They give it
That
different names.
their planet was
Planet
found no
Nine.
more.
They call it Planet
They
Nine.
talk
They
about
call it,
when Satan got slapped out of heaven, his planet was destroyed, and Mars suffered, Earth suffered. That's why in the Bible say replenish Earth. It don't say populate Earth. It say replenish
Replenish.
Earth, and
and
that
that's why
is
I
a
thought
big ass. That's a big ass word right there that people
I
pass
tried
over.
and I tried to tell them
Replenish
like
Earth.
Noah wasn't the only human that was left on Earth when he built that shit. It was plenty of humans
Nah,
that
not at
survived.
all.
It was plenty of humans that survived the flood. You know what I'm talking about? Like he said,
If you
he
go
said it
into the
was
book
eight.
of Thoth, if you go on
He
the
said,
book of Thoth, or however you pronounce it, it goes even there and saying that what created the flood, people was doing, calling up magic and doing shit they weren't supposed to, and the world was shook.
but
Um,
it also say that people came from the sea and tried to repopulate the earth and show the other people that survive how to survive and how to do the things that they need to do to further their community and to further their race. So this what I'm talking about. It's like if you can look back through all these things, what the Egyptians got written on the pyramids, what the Mayans got written on their pyramids, what the Chinese got written on they. How do everybody got pyramids
And
that were
speaking of
nowhere near each
what
other?
they still say it's like civilizations somewhere down deep into the ocean that we don't know about.
nah,
And you go look at
because
these like alien files, UFO files.
but here's the thing too,
Huh?
though. The sea levels have changed so much. You got
Yeah,
part of the continents where pyramids and stuff were above sea level that are now under the water. Like, and they still
Yeah,
talk about shit like California one day gonna be up underwater. But what
yeah.
about its whole pyramids, or let's say in Antarctica? What about what the fuck is up under that ice? They don't want us to go over there and explore and go find
Exactly.
out.
And you
That's what
think
I'm
about what
talking
if all the
about.
ice melted? We will all be up underwater if Antarctica just melted.
Yeah, that's what they trying to
They gonna
present.
melt that shit one day.
They they trying to prevent it right now because, like I just said, they shooting alien technology out of the sky, and they got the means to make us not pay for electricity for the rest of our lives, to regenerate the earth, to stop the pollution and all that things. That's one of the things that his name Grush. You can look him up or whatever, but he's trying to stop a lot of this shit from going on because, they polluting the earth on purpose because of billions and trillions of dollars. That we don't need the oil, we don't need the coal, we
Maybe
don't
they
need none of that.
terraforming it. Maybe they terraforming it for those who are supposed to come back.
They
Maybe
yeah, they
they
turn they
getting it
turn
up.
yeah, terraforming that this motherfucker ball. That's what
It's
they
just like
doing.
how Elon Musk and all us trying to do Mars and shit. They're terraforming the Earth.
They turn this motherfucker ball. They melting the ice capsules, all type of shit. When we don't even
But
need to, we don't
I
even
just
need to
think that
use. We don't wait.
they were
We
they were
don't even
melting
need to
on
use.
purpose
Yeah, he is
And
doing it on purpose.
they said
because
that's pure water. All
but
them ice caps.
it's
They said,
something up under that ice over there, man. That
It's a lot of
yeah,
things.
it's a lot of
somebody,
technology there.
It ain't that. Is
foreign
you know what they done found so
technology,
far?
frozen historic animals, and they said
They
that's
got
pure water over there. They
the
said
This
all those
portals.
ice caps get melted, it would turn the ocean
They,
into pure water.
they
diseases,
got
diseases.
they got the
Listen,
portals.
diseases that was back then, probably I'm gonna say 130,000 years ago. They got now they done drilled into, so now they can use that as a weapon. So now they and ain't no telling if they can drill deep enough that disease is gonna float up in the air and start to exterminate us all. They
The
doing too much.
zombies.
They doing too much, and they don't
Bring the
even need to do
zombies
that
out.
because we have something called 0 point field. You know what it's about, and right now you can feel it through your body. You know when your hair stand up on edge when you feel a certain type of way or you doing a certain type of thing or whatever. This called is 0 point field. That energy, that electricity
Your
we
spider
built.
sense.
Yeah, everything is built through electricity right now. We don't even need to use electricity, but they still doing it because it's a big business. We can be living electricity free, but they still using it because it's big business and they don't care about us. They don't care. They want to stay billionaires. When the day that they don't need us to pay them is the day that they feel like, oh, it's all over with. When we can become a type two civilization, but they don't want that.
Well, shit,
We
we
could have
gotta be a
best.
type. We gotta become a type one first.
Yeah, we ain't
Oh
type one
yeah.
yet.
That's why the yeah,
Shit.
that's why the aliens and shit don't want to see us, but they got a propulsion system that shoots them out of the sky. Listen, the United States got some shit. They got some shit that they was getting from the aliens back since 1935. They got some shit. They just not going to let us shit. Man, we could have been the Jetsons when the Jetsons came out. That just wasn't no out of the blue shit. That's some shit they knew. We been had flying cars. We been had cars that can talk to you. We been had all this shit. They just gotta spoon feed it to us because guess what? It's money. Money is the root of all evil.
Well, I
And
need
to the
somebody to leak the plans to me because I'm trying to get the first actual flying car so we
why
can
do you listen?
I can that's a move.
And
On everything.
I keep on trying to tell the people that's want to invent things like free energy and cars that run off water and cars that run off, like I said, the 0 point field. I keep telling them, just give it to the people. Give it to them. The money will come. Don't you try to patent it, because when you patent some, the United States have officers inside the patent offices that's zeroing in on that shit. And once they, oh, you got what? You either gonna sell it to us or you gonna die. Which one is it? And
You
most
gonna
of
die
them,
either way it go.
yeah, most of them die. No, they can sell it. No, they can sell it. And once they sell it, it get put up, it gets shelved. It gets shelved. We never see it. We could have been had solar panels. Solar panels was out 1974. Solar panels been out, but they shelved it. You know why? Because it wasn't conducive to what they needed to have going on. It's the same thing with thing is the electricity. We've been had free electricity, but you know why? Electricity is a $1 trillion business. What? Oil is $1 trillion business. They kill people for that shit. And anybody that invent anything that stop their business, you will die. They're not playing. And I try to warn people about that shit. Put it on Facebook or put it on YouTube or put it to where people can get it and then they can try to
You
figure it out
gotta
and
leak,
do it
but
themselves.
you gotta leak the whole plans though. You gotta leak the
Yeah,
blueprint. You
yeah.
gotta leak
Most people be
everything.
like, "Hey, what's that movie called? What's that movie called? Where dude be like, My Precious." Be like, My
Uh,
Precious.
the the ring,
Yeah, the ring.
the
Or
Hobbit,
yeah, he be like, My Precious,
Lord of
My
the Rings.
Precious.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
Lord of
Rings. And that's how everybody that invent shit, that's what they think. Oh, this my precious. I can't let nobody get this. I need to keep it. And you know what happens? They take it to their grave. Look it up. Look how many people invented shit and died mysteriously. Look it up. I do my homework on this shit. Look it up. You're not inventing anything. Once you invent it, they gonna invent your ass.
the
That's just facts, and they ain't afraid to let it be known. And they the government is the government we know, and then it's the shadow government. It's two governments. The president don't even know shit. They don't even let him know shit. Matter of fact, the army is really the government. They rule shit, and one of the presidents warned against that. Don't let the army become greater than the government, and it already happened. The
Well, you gotta
Pentagon
look
don't
at
let
stuff.
nobody know shit.
You gotta look at other countries. Like sometimes the government, I mean, the army overthrows the government, and
We talking about nobody overthrows us. We
I
overthrow
mean,
them.
but it could happen here,
Never,
like it happens
never,
over there. You just said that
never.
you just said that the army has more power,
I'm talking
but
about us.
that's what I'm
You,
talking about.
the United States of America is the toughest, biggest army on the planet. Nobody can defeat them. Nobody. And they trying to
Nah,
push
man.
you. They trying to
I
push.
definitely think we got trouble now.
No, we don't. Trump is society and all of that. Putin is Trump friend, and the Chinese, he don't want them problems.
I
I'm
think
trying
that
to tell you.
I think we got problems with China.
Nah, China don't want them problems. They ain't got
Russia
enough
is the
war.
Russia
They
is
ain't
the
got.
definitely the closest enemy.
They don't got enough warships. They don't got enough planes. They don't got enough fighter jets. They ain't got enough
Russia
nothing.
got enough nuclear bombs though. They they triple our shit.
See, Russia like this.
If they just lose all they shit, it's over for us.
Russia the get along game. If you see what happened, the moment we was finna get a woman president, they stepped on niggas' neck. We not listening to y'all. Y'all got a woman as a president. They don't respect that. They never respect that. They automatically thought America was weak, and they didn't listen to them. That's why they invaded Ukraine because they went and brought her ass in there. What is this? And Biden sleepy ass. He didn't even know what was going on. He didn't even know why he was there.
He did. He was so damn delusional.
We in Russia? Huh? What? Huh? It was crazy. He didn't know why the fuck he was in Russia. But they know Trump about that business. Trump about that business. He ain't let them boys get. He ain't letting them get away with shit. And he went all the
Well,
boom, stop it.
I think
And boom, what?
one of the biggest threats from Trump to the rest of the world and any opposition on in America, he ain't even getting paid to be the president.
Who?
Everybody else have a salary of $400,000 a year to be the president of the United
That's
States,
the saddest.
and he
That's why I
has not.
wanted.
He don't even accept it. He said, "I don't even want the money to be the president."
That's why he a monster. That means he's a real patriot. That means he's a real motherfucking leader. He don't want it. Any motherfucker that gets shot at almost head blew off twice. What?
And
You
still don't want
gotta.
the money or the pension.
Mm.
But he already got the money. You know what I'm saying? Most people, when they leave office, they millionaires anyway. But my man don't want the money. That for me, that speaks volumes. But long, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes, I voted for Donald Trump. But the reason why I voted for him was because
You should have.
I was voting against other things like
Man,
abortion.
listen.
I was
Anytime a
voting.
motherfucker don't want the money and still want to have the problems of fucking with stupid people and just getting gray hair because stupid motherfuckers don't want to listen and make America great. You gotta be a monster. I'm serious. Like the motherfucker was trying to blow his muffin top back twice. He ain't got
Facts.
this nigga on big what? He ain't gotta put up with that shit. Why would he listen? He is a billionaire. He owns Trump Towers. He got real estate everywhere. What? Why do he need to be the leader of the free world when he could just go to Mar-a-Lago and be cool? He did it because he believed in America and that we can be who we need to be. When other people just want to extort us for money, the man say stop the war. Why the war stopping? You gotta look at
My
that.
man said. My man said we're gonna deport the illegal immigrants, and they are already leaving this. Some of them are already on the bus. That's crazy too.
When
We're
the
getting
rest of them
ready.
said what? When the rest of them said what? Y'all come on in. Come on, man. We better than that.
I feel like they bringing them in there to try to
Top
replace
papers.
us, though. They trying to replace us.
That was the
And
idea.
Should have seemed
That
like
was
they done already overpopulate us.
I
that
think
was the
that
idea.
in 4 years the Democrats might win again, and the borders are gonna be open the fuck back up.
Yeah, over man, everybody dead body.
And
I'm gonna make sure them motherfuckers don't win shit.
once it open up though, that's when that civil war probably gonna pop off because they already don't let in the enemy.
I'm gonna make
Not
sure
gonna
them
let the
motherfuckers
enemy
don't
in.
win. They ain't winning shit. Democrats ain't winning shit else.
They might win next time, man. They
Man,
got they got they they got
they
somebody
tried
better than Kamala coming up.
man, they tried to make motherfuckers
If they would
boys,
have
girls, girl.
if they would have ran
Yes.
Michelle, if they would have ran Michelle Obama as they thought that they
Well,
possibly could have and should have, Democrats would have won.
Man, if they would have ran home that same policy shit, abortions and all that shit, she would have won shit either. Real talk, they not winning no more. They gig is up. People know what they about. That shit over. That shit over. I
Nah, I
believe
think
that shit over.
they got one more trick up their sleeve.
Yeah, it better be Jesus coming. Whoever. That shit dead. People ain't dumb no more. Ain't nobody voting Democrat no more. That shit dead. Either conservative or Republican.
Nah, bro,
That bitch tried to
78% of black men voted for Kamala, bro. So
because of they woman, because they some simps.
they still got hope.
When have the black man ever followed the black woman? That shit is you a simp.
you know, they still got a lot of black men thinking that Trump racist and Trump don't like this and Trump don't like
And
that.
and who did that? The black women and they followed them. You a simp. You supposed to be the leader of your household. You supposed to be thinking for everybody. How the fuck you let your woman think for you? Simp. God said God, man, then woman. Ain't that what he said?
So that's supposed to be.
But it ain't that no more. It's woman, God, the kids, then man. Niggas that failed.
Shit, the way that they made America, shit, they got what the she man
Yeah,
putting the
oh
My
yeah, I'm
man
finna say
said that men are the fallen angels now at this point.
her. And I forgot to put the she man in there too.
yeah, they
Okay, the
got them.
women, the women, God, kids, she man, then man. Fuck y'all talking about.
But you gotta
And
say it the right way.
that's
You
the
gotta say it the
lefties.
right way.
And that was the
And
Democrats that did that.
it's God, the woman, the kids,
No, what? I'm saying it. Huh?
the entire LGBTQ plus, and then the
I'm,
man.
I'm saying it the right way. I just said it the right way. So you rejected it.
Now you
You
gotta
can't
put
say nothing.
all.
What?
You
The
gotta put
women
the
is held.
whole. You
The
gotta put
woman
the
is
whole
whole.
LGBT. You gotta put the whole LGBTQ plus in there
What I
because
Well,
say?
yeah,
then
Oh,
yeah, yeah, that's
it's
uh,
toxic. It's
LGBTQ.
toxic masculinity is what they
Yeah,
say.
oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
The elemental P
yeah,
S T U V W
yeah. I
I X.
forgot. I forgot. Yeah, you right. I just said the lady man shit. I right. It's the whole majority of
It's the whole
The
alphabet.
whole alphabet. The whole alphabet.
it. Yeah. Matter of fact, damn, I probably said that wrong.
Well,
It's the woman, the alphabet.
that's why Cardi B and Meg The Stallion, Glorilla, and Sexy Red all day are so important right now because it's pushing the
Be the
agenda
chief.
that they are on top. When
Yeah,
the
that was
last
the
time you heard a real male R&B singer talking about love or
be the
heartbreak?
chief. Oh,
You ain't heard it. Like I ain't.
I
You can't
forgot.
say Chris Brown. You can't say Chris Brown. But
Look,
when's the last time outside of Chris Brown
come back.
that you heard an R&B love song?
But he's down there more pop and shit now.
He got
Hey,
R&B songs though. I gotta
I
give it
forgot.
to him.
Hey, I forgot. I forgot though. Let me redo the order. Let me redo the order. Women, LGBTQ, God, then the kids. Wait, matter of fact,
Uh,
women, LGBTQ, the kids, then God, and then man. Fuck y'all talking about. That's how that shit go.
Well,
That's how
shit is
that
that.
shit go.
If you really want to put it, then you gotta put the guy last.
Hell
Men are
no.
not.
They what?
Nah, because men are not
They
without their
don't they
faults.
don't care what we think. That's why we
Men are
ain't
not,
shit.
but the average man aren't without their faults either. We talking about the
That
black
that that
community.
the average man is simps. So
They
they agree
accept.
with what the woman they agree
Yeah,
with
that's
what
what
the
I'm saying.
woman.
They accept all of that.
So why that's why we last.
That's why they voted for
What
unaliving
you
babies
mean?
and doing
Yeah,
all
what you
that
mean?
kind of
The black queen is right. Yeah, if she say we last, then we last. God damn it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what it is now. Yeah, we is last. If
I
she
say
say
the
we
balloon.
last, we last.
I'm gonna say the balloon pop. This is what I'm gonna say. Kevin Samuels was first, right? For me,
Yeah, he was.
and then the balloon pop really unlocked everything that Kevin Samuels said.
Bingo. Bingo. You right.
And so when you couple Kevin Samuels
We
and
trying to
the
fight back.
balloon pop, no, there's nothing. As long as the world
He said a
remains the
balloon
same,
pop.
as long as the world remains the same, there's no hope for the average guy. Why? Because even the dustiest of the bottom feeder bitches want the top tier men. And there's nothing that you can do about it. And they got the right to want that. Will they get it is the question. Just like some of the dustiest guys. I think guys really know if you ugly, you know the kind of women that you can get. And that's most guys fish in the right pond. Um, sometimes you can be an adjustable guy and you can get some from here, a little over here. You can get some from a little bit over there. But I think the way that the world has been set up, um, it's trouble for men, black men for sure. Because I can only speak for black men. But at the end of the day, it don't even matter what all black men are doing. The only thing that matters is Where the fuck do you see yourself at? Can you imagine yourself being greater than where you are now? If you can imagine that shit, then you got a future. Most people live on their programming. They mamas. I, I want every. I just want. I don't want people to get mad at me when I'm saying this, because I don't. I'm not saying it vulgarly, but it's gonna sound vulgar. People's mamas wasn't shit. Their daddies wasn't shit. Their grandmas wasn't shit. Nobody did anything but go to work and come home and go to work and come home. So with that being said, how are other people rich? How are there other people who are succeeding? Elon Musk, a South African, somebody who was actually truly an African American, way more than African American than what they would call me. You know what I'm saying? It's people out here who are using their whole mental function to change their life. And then there are other people who are sitting back, just living life, Netflix and chill, fucking the bitches, fucking the hoes. And I can relate to all of that. You know what I'm saying? I spend a lot of my time sticking dick. But although I possibly could make some money on it, but you can't make no money on sticking dick. And you can make some money on selling vagina. You can do that. But you ain't gonna make no
Yeah.
retirement fund. You ain't gonna make no generational wealth from OnlyFans and all that kind of shit. Like we was sold some fake ass food and we ran for it. Where at any point in time, I believe that you can change your whole life by changing how the fuck one you look at yourself, and two, how you plan your goals out. You can invest all day, Bitcoin, all that shit all day, and it won't mean nothing
Them people
if you
said.
do not change the way the fuck that you think.
Them people told us back in, I think that was 1968. One of them. We gonna have them niggas voting Democrat for 200 years.
For the
God
next
damn it.
200 years, they said
God damn it. Then
Theodore
they do it.
Roosevelt said that.
God damn it. Then they do it. And now they weaponized our women against us to where they don't
But
even listen. They
outside
believe
of
every.
that though, outside of that, we know all that shit happened.
Okay.
So the key is, what the fuck is the next play? We
All
can't do
right.
nothing. We can't do nothing about what they did with Section 8 and TANF and all that. But as a man, what is the next play? Because here's one of the issues that we run into as men. We fell into that trap and we was like, they moved us out the household and they don't need us no more. And so we just move in with our woman. Like, what the fuck is our
Okay.
next play? We
That's the
can't be
problem.
hold
Okay.
on, but hold on. We can't be rappers. We a lot of
Everybody. Yeah.
most rappers
Yeah.
ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Uh we can't do this, we can't do that, but it's a lot of people out here that are coming from these other countries and being very successful because they
And
have
you know why?
plans.
You know why?
I understand
You-
the taxes. I understand
Not
all of
even
that kind
that.
of shit.
Not even that. It goes back to what we was just talking about. The only way you can keep a black man down is to do what? Do
Most
do
black
do
men
do
are
do do
single.
do. The
Most black
only way.
men, most
Nope.
black men are single and are not
Nope.
even dealing
It
with
don't
women.
even. It don't even matter if you single or not. But if we have a majority of black females that's doing this and voting this and believing the feminist way and doing, oh,
But
can no man tell me shit?
even
Listen,
if that was the case, if every black man stood up and focused on what the fuck to do, if we point fingers at everybody else, then we already fucking lost.
nope. If we listen, If we do what every other demographic then did, we'll be winning.
Bro, as you said earlier, we can
They
go
stand on their
anywhere.
word,
We can grab any woman from
but
any
you
culture
need
right now.
you, but no, no, you need, and you know what's
But we
gonna happen.
could,
Listen, you know what's gonna
and
happen.
those children become black.
No, they become half breeds. But you know what's gonna happen.
Well, you
We're
just
gonna
told you
have.
just told Carlton that he was a 100% black
I
man
told no,
earlier.
I
So
didn't. But
I don't know,
to
bro. You
that's
gotta
to
get your
us.
story
No, no,
together.
no, 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 no. That's to us. That's to us. But to our women, that's what they is. That's the difference. We not on the same page. That becomes the problem when people hate you because of the gender you is. That's the problem. When you
That
can't,
can be that's a problem. But
yeah,
here's the solution to that.
oh yeah,
Get your shit together. When you
it'll never,
get your shit together, can't nobody tell you nothing.
it'll
What
never.
did Kanye West say? You from Chicago?
Can't nobody tell
Nah,
me nothing.
nah.
I already know what you was finna say. Can't nobody tell me nothing. But
Wait
guess
till
what?
I get my money right.
Uh,
nah,
Yeah.
nah.
then you can't tell me nothing, right?
I
And
don't give a
guess
fuck
what
if
happened? And guess
if
and guess
90% of women are against
and
the
guess.
the
Listen, you you you
1%
you
of black men. We can still stand up,
you
and you can be
you talking about one
successful in your
percent.
own life.
Man, it ain't no 1%. All a lot of black women are fucking 90% of. Listen, you can't tell a black
No, I
woman
said the
shit, and
one
guess
percent. I said the 1% of black men, the successful ones.
what happened, and guess what happened to Kanye West and his family. Nah. Yeah. That's exactly what's gonna happen to every
Well,
motherfucker that try to propose.
Kanye West
It
went against
don't
his own
matter.
philosophy.
I no, he didn't.
He
No, he
did,
didn't. He
cause
wanted his family.
when you get on,
A
and
Leah's
you
family
ask
is
for a
a
white
family.
girl,
that's for a white girl.
Hey, hey, you
and
just
the white
anybody
girl
we
that he
want.
got
What
on
happened
with
to Kanye West?
wasn't
He
shit.
Huh?
got with a white
Come
girl.
on, bro.
You can't get this.
My girl
Yeah,
got famous from a home movie. He was even promoting the fact
ten
that she
dollars.
wasn't shit.
Yeah, what's that?
Then Ray J came in. I hit it first.
As he should have. Fuck it.
I hit it.
Because
I hit it
that
first.
nigga, I felt it was so disrespectful though,
Tomorrow.
but at the end of the day, Kanye West should have never put Kim Kardashian in that position unless they made that nigga marry her as a part of a contract.
Uh, I got
Hmm.
liquor right now, but I'm gonna get the rest of the shit tomorrow.
My man got a bootleg rolling and shit. Say less.
But yeah, that almost made sense though. That they
Nah,
could have made him marry her. I don't know. Shit,
man,
he had to
for
stand
real.
by her though.
Look at that shit with Eve, man.
You don't hear shit from
Eve,
Eve no more.
Eve is from the hood. Now she over here with these motherfuckers looking like a slave, Miss Seeley, in they motherfucking house. She the only black motherfucker. Where her family at in the picture?
Mm.
A motherfucker bought Eve, bought and paid for Eve, I believe. And I could be wrong, man.
Oh no, it's
But
crazy.
we
Uh,
just, I've been
oh,
my phone done messed up left and right. But motherfuckers got all the way off of the topics, which is understandable. But we probably gonna have to worry about some shit tomorrow when the live is over. And we'll just see what strikes we might get. But I don't know. It was a good live. A lot of people came through. Um, we didn't spend a lot of time on California or Hulk Hogan. For me, Hulk Hogan was, I don't know, I ain't gonna say he was a hero, but like he was in the movie Gremlins. I remember he stopped the Gremlins from doing their shit and tore open the shirt. But see, back when I was a kid,
For a couple
when I
minutes.
was a kid, I wasn't big on racism. Like I didn't even understand that kind of stuff. Like in the 90s or 80s. I mean, I did. I was called the N word once
Shit,
walking down the street. Walking down the street as a little kid, some teenagers or preteens or teenagers riding. I'm just thinking of it. They wasn't adults. I'm walking down, coming out the alley in the hood, and a car full of white kids, teenagers. Hey, N word. And it happened more than once. And the first time it happened, I didn't even, I was like, what? Like, I didn't even know what the fuck they was talking about. The second time it happened, it seemed like it was the same car, the same motherfuckers. I look for the nearest brick. I'm gonna try to bust your motherfucking windows because I can take off and make it to the crib before y'all can get me anyway. But with Hulk Hogan and all of that, like even today, when I see hillbilly people or even people who profess to be possible racist people, I can look at they stuff and be like, it'd be cool. They be seeming like family oriented, and it just when they use that N word or that hate, any of the hatred stuff that they do, it makes me feel a certain kind of way. But Hulk Hogan, I had to go back and research why people was booing him, but I don't believe that what I put in the chat was the actual reason why they was booing Hulk Hogan. Because I think the majority of those people were racist too that watch the WWF. But they didn't like, some of them didn't like the fact that he was supporting Trump or some of the things that he said with Trump. Because not all racist people, not everybody who supports Trump is racist. Well, they said all racist people support Trump. Like, I don't know how true that one is, but he got booed like that. Um, I don't think it had anything to do with when he was recorded talking about his daughter dating the ninja, and he said all that what he said racist about that. I don't think it had nothing to do with that. I don't think it had nothing to do with him firing that black lady when he found out that she was black. He didn't want her representing his new beer company. Uh, I don't know, man. But Hulk Hogan was a hero. I will say that.
Oh yeah, classic.
And a lot of white people who I grew up watching and liking, like you don't know what their internal stuff is. Like I'm gonna give it to Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was like, he didn't know nothing about what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And he was upset that they didn't teach none of that in school and stuff like that. So when you run into somebody who genuinely like rocks with your community or something like that, like you gotta give them leeway because some people just wasn't educated. But the Hulkster,
The Hulkster.
I think the Hulkster really broke my. I don't want to say broke my heart because I wasn't in love with him, but I think the Hulkster, he did damage to a part of my childhood. When I go back and see everything that he said, And somebody secretly recorded him on one of them.
Yeah, I never was a really big fan of his. I used to watch wrestling when I was a kid, but I wasn't a big fan of Hulk Hogan.
You watch wrestling now?
I said I watched it when I was a kid, but I wasn't a big fan of Hulk Hogan.
So who was you a fan of?
I like people like Andre the Giant, 1-2-3 Kid, and people like that back then. Just even before The Rock came on the scene.
The 1-2-3 Kid. I don't remember who that is.
He was Ace-Pac when he got a little older. I mean, not Ace-Pac. He was the dude that was with Triple H. He was in DX. I can't think of his real name. But he's the head of like NXT now or something like that. I can't think of his damn name.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about wrestling. Because I ain't watched that shit. Even when The Rock was on there. Once I found out, I'm going to tell you one of the major reasons why I don't like wrestling.
Because it's fake.
Once I found out it was fake, I was really off of it. But the main reason why I didn't like wrestling was because, like, my family, we could be sitting around watching a good-ass movie. Everybody in the house, like, even if it's, like, people who don't live there, like, cousins and shit come over, we're watching a good-ass movie. My grandfather would come in the house.
With wrestling on.
Take the remote and cut on wrestling. Like, fuck what y'all watching. And in his mind, shit, I'm paying the cable bill, or this is my TV I bought. And then he would go to sleep. Be snoring like a motherfucker, wrestling going on. And you have to ease the remote from up under his hand to change it from wrestling back to what y'all was watching. So it wasn't like these days where you can rewind some shit. Whatever you missed, you missed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a part of my disdain for wrestling. Like, ain't nobody trying to watch no motherfucking wrestling. I'm trying to watch Chucky. I'm trying to watch Pumpkinhead. Or they was trying to watch Waiting to Exhale or some shit. You know, I don't know. I just know it was some good shit. Or he'll come in and put it on boxing because, you know, Showtime used to have boxing all the time.
Yeah.
But now boxing is WWF. I don't care what nobody's saying.
I can't agree with you on that one.
Nah, that's it. So when Mike Tyson was just fighting,
that was some money shit. It was a payday. It was a payday for Jake Paul. Man. It was a payday for Logan Paul. That was fake.
Was it WWF or not?
That was not WWF.
So they was not fake fighting.
That was fake fight. Oh, okay. The fake fighting. Okay, I understand where you come from now. Yeah.
Are you saying that Jake Paul really beat
Mike Tyson? This next fight.
I didn't know if you were saying Jake Paul really beat Mike Tyson or not.
Hell no.
That was my question.
So you saying fake? Okay. As far as fake, yeah. But this next fight ain't gonna be fake.
What next fight?
They supposed to fight again.
Mike Tyson ain't hopping back in no motherfucking ring, bro.
Mike Tyson is saying that he tired of people putting that little fake shit on his name or whatever. He want to fight him for real this time.
It's not happening, man.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen because they don't want Jake Paul to get hurt because he's a big name.
It's not. Jake Paul ain't gonna let it happen. Now he might fight his brother.
I don't even see him fighting his brother.
I could see him punishing his brother.
I think his brother. I think Logan. Oh, you talking? Oh, okay, Jake Paul. Jake Paul was what Logan Paul is. Logan Paul was the one that fought Mike Tyson. No,
Jake
it
Paul
was
fought
Jake. It
Mike
was
Tyson.
Jake Paul. Tripping. It was Jake Paul. No, I think Jake Paul might whoop Logan Paul ass. Logan Paul ain't no damn fighter either.
No, I'm saying Mike Tyson called out Logan Paul after the fight. And
Uh,
Logan said, I'll beat Mike Tyson ass.
oh yeah. I remember that. That was the press conference.
But I don't
But
even
see,
think
he a
Mike Tyson could
WWE
beat him.
wrestler now. Shit, trying to
My
fight.
whole thing is if I can't fight you for real, I do not feel Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul for real. Every replay that I watched in the slow motions and when they show what moves Mike Tyson would have done back in the day and the punches that he held back, come on, that's why people are suing them. People are suing Mike Tyson and Jake Paul because they're saying that these niggas had a fake fight.
That's
A
probably
lot
why.
of people lost a lot of money because they bet on Mike Tyson based
Mhm.
on the fact that Mike Tyson gonna be fighting like Mike Tyson, and he did not.
That's probably why they trying to. That's probably why he want to do a rematch. Yeah, see, have a real fight.
Man, ain't about to have no rematch, man. Mike Tyson ain't about to do no more fighting. That was Mike Tyson's last fight ever. He got a payday. He ain't about to fight Evander Holyfield. He ain't about to fight Lennox Lewis. Unless it's some big money. Jake Paul took the bigger purse in this whole fight, and Mike Tyson is the bigger name.
Yeah, he did.
That shit don't never happen. Now, what I can see is Mike Tyson getting a contract with Netflix to host fights. I can see that coming up. Mike Tyson presents.
Hmm.
And he deserves such a thing.
That'd be a cash cow right there.
But it have to be real fights though. No more fake shit. Like Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Now I ain't even been following boxing like that. I was in Texas when that fight happened, man. It was Black America versus whiteness. That's how I looked at it because he came out. It was Black History Month. My man came out with the Irish shit, and then Deontay Wilder got knocked the fuck out. I'm in a bar in Texas. I'm like, man, I done left my motherfucking hotel room to come to the bar to watch this shit. And I don't know, man. I just felt like boxing isn't the same on how it used to be. The heavyweight, because you can't tell me that Tyson Fury is the best boxer in the motherfucking world. Like what?
Well, you know they were saying, and I was saying it too. Like the girls that fought before uh Mike and Paul, whatever, that was the best fight out of that whole night. The girl fight.
But I'm talking about Tyson Fury.
I know what you're talking about. I was just saying I was going back to the
But no, I didn't. I was asleep. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was asleep when that happened.
that motherfucking fight was crucial. It was almost damn near like a UFC type fight.
I
They
missed
weren't
that fight.
no kicking or nothing, but shit, they was bleeding and swollen after the fight. They was fighting better than even the dudes that was going before them. It was like 3 fights that happened before the Tyson and Paul fight, and the girl fight was the best fight out of all of the fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fight was worth worth watching.
But none of that shit was worth me paying for that Netflix subscription for a month. That shit was canceled immediately. Now, if Mike Tyson would have won, I'd have kept my Netflix subscription. I got me for 6 months.
Just because of Mike.
But when I felt like there was some bullshit, ain't no way. But we 3 hours in, though, so I'm about to go ahead and hit that button.
Yeah, I was about to say, truth be told,
everybody else went to sleep, or they out here hustling on some things, or they running from a conversation when you pull out the facts. Like, you know. But we out.
Truth be told, we out.